You
How
don't
do you think
so?
she stopped on him?
I don't know. She's like, yeah, that nigga bald and buff.
Yeah,
I think we can get him out of there.
He can put me through a wall.
Dog, I'm telling you, man. Like,
Dog,
like his life is totally like the opposite of like where it was at.
I'm looking at Maya Moore's like her Wikipedia. First off, she was making $45,000 a year. Second, I've never seen the I don't know
when she was playing.
It says 2012. I've never seen a career highlights and awards be this long on a single person.
Dog, they were saying like she was like might be the best like female hooper ever. Like she was a fucking problem.
This shit is a
45K though.
Oh yeah, it said that was in 2012, so maybe that was like her rookie year.
If you work 3 years at Costco, you make more money than that. Costco starts at $17.50.
I think Costco starts higher than that now. I think they're
I was just reading a hiring thing today for period. That's like that's their lower level thing. $17.50.
Okay, damn.
Get in the warehouse.
Yeah, no. And she gave up that high rate to get some prison cock. So there we go. Shout out to Maya Moore.
Shout out to my man, man. Congrats
Jonathan
to him.
Irons is his name. You think?
Shout out to Jonathan Irons.
Man of the year.
You think he would change his last name?
Nigga, I would if I was him. What's his way?
Jonathan Moore. It's your boy.
That don't even sound bad either. So he's like, fuck
I do need to know how she settled on him. Sorry, I'm about to be reading her Wikipedia for a second because I need to know.
You know what type of shit talking he was probably getting off like when she would go home and he would have to go back to his cell. Like, yeah, y'all don't even know what I got coming up right now.
Niggas not believing him.
Dog, nobody probably believed him. You know how sick I'll be if I'm locked up and I see a nigga bag Maya Moore. I'm like, nah, bro, we getting this nigga locked. We getting him some more time. We finna stab this nigga, bro. You're not leaving here. Ain't getting the fuck Maya Moore. We finna get you in the fight. We get you thrown in the hole, nigga. You're finna get
I had a cell phone in your cell.
Yeah, no, we finna put some popcorn in your cell, nigga. You're finna get in trouble.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. This dude just, man. Wow. That's crazy. That's some movie shit.
It doesn't even mention this whole thing in her personal life section of her Wikipedia. There's nothing on her Wikipedia that talks about this. She stopped playing basketball to get somebody out of prison and then married him, and there's just no mention of it.
It just didn't go back.
That's How old is she?
32.
She can't be that. She could probably still be playing. She could probably actually I know for a fact she was
WNBA? Yeah.
Nigga, she's 32. She had 12 more years of her career left at minimum.
They play forever over there. Like if you figure Taurasi's still playing and Taurasi, like I'd say those two are probably similar players where like Sue Bird's a different, like she's like a facilitator, like doesn't really drive and score. But Taurasi's still playing, like she's like the lead scorer for her team type of thing.
Diana Taurasi's 39.
Maya Moore.
Yeah, Taurasi's 7 years. She's 7 years older than Maya Moore and looks like her mother. She looks.
So I'm saying Maya Moore could definitely still be playing.
Yeah, for sure.
The bag would change a little bit, but she's still be playing.
Nah, hey man, shout out to her for getting that dude out of jail, and shout out to that dude for marrying her.
Which means she could still come back. She's probably been out for 4 years now.
I'm surprised she hasn't come back. She must not love the game like that. But does her Wikipedia ever say anything about her like hooping overseas? Was she one of those?
She did, but not. She hasn't done anything. It doesn't seem since she left the league.
People gave Kyrie hell for missing 50 games. She missed 4 years.
Hey, she did it for love. Kyrie did it out of ignorance.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Kyrie missed one game because people ran in the Capitol. She missed 4 years because the dude was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey, man, it's commendable. Hey, shout out to her.
That nigga probably cries every night before he goes to sleep.
I would
too. If something like that happens to me,
that's for sure. Like,
I believe in God.
Yeah,
now.
It's too good to be true. Yeah, it's too good to be true. A random WNBA player is like, you know what? I want to save your life and give you this coochie.
Bro,
like, literally feel like nothing in the world is impossible.
Dog, like people go out of jail and they be like fucked up when they get out of jail. Like they don't look for work. They don't got no woman. They gotta like.
He still has to look for work.
Yeah.
He's gonna work at her foundation. The job's already there.
Yeah.
Or for the Maya Moore Foundation.
Okay, maybe. Well, that's probably a nonprofit. I don't know.
Dude came home though.
It might be.
Asking coochie. That's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. All right. Sorry, enough Maya Moore slander. Let's intro the pod. My word. Episode 56, Critically Unfocused.
Whoa.
known WNBA respecting pod.
Rap brute with no rappers. I could get a nigga scrap. Call me daddy, she a bastard. Coming baby on your dad. 100K on a medallion. Julie, he don't never text.
Blake found the music button.
Get it back.
Look at him.
It's working.
It took 3 episodes and he found the button.
Falling out my ass. Put a nigga on his back. Project baby with no similar indicator, but I never let my little nigga. He gon' handle that. I can get a nigga wet. For that little whole shit, I could get a nigga.
This is my shit. All right, let's go. Fine, man. Cut the phone.
Oh man! All right, you got your boy. It's your boy DJ Tyrell back again. We got Jamal down there.
Hello.
We got Blake, the super producer. Finally found the music button. I'm so proud of him.
Hey,
I'm so proud.
family.
The fan was upset. Yeah, I'm gonna intro our 56. I'm gonna intro our 56 this week. The other LT, Lawrence Taylor, number 56 is probably the best one. The best 56. Derek Johnson, Demario Davis, who I found out is the best linebacker in the league for the past 4 years, which is pretty cool. And Keith Brooking, our obligatory white.
So crazy.
Obligatory white.
Lamar Woodley wore 56 too. Now that I think about it,
he did. I just didn't put him on there.
You can't let us decide who's not worthy of being.
Then look up the list, nigga. Do some work. The fuck?
I did. I broke stuff on here.
Okay, Jamal, do some work. Find the list.
Wow, that's shitty.
All right. How's everybody's week? How's everybody living?
Horrible.
That's what's up.
why's your week horrible?
Man, let me tell y'all about it. So Sunday, everything was going fine. I put Brinley to sleep, and she goes to bed at 7 o'clock. This is not exciting yet. Right after that, literally maybe not 20 minutes after that, I start projectile vomiting, and for the
fuck?
Until the next morning, every 2 hours, I'm puking.
Jesus Christ!
He be going through it. I swear to God.
So Monday morning comes around. I'm texting my boss and everybody yo, I'm about to telework today because I can't do this shit. I feel weak and just out of it. I thought I was gonna be able to work the whole day, but I ended up taking a nap half the day, and then I worked the afternoon or whatever. And I was home this whole entire week because it went from puking to the other end. And yeah. I've been just fucking wrecked the whole week, and I guess I had some stomach virus or whatever, and I'm finally today was my first day back in the building at work.
God damn.
But lost 12 pounds this week.
God damn,
not fun. Yeah.
This nigga was down bad tremendous.
That sounds terrible, man.
Yeah, Brinley got kicked out of daycare on Monday as well, I think.
What the hell she do?
Because her diaper exploded twice and she had diarrhea and whatever she has, then I get. So it's the same shit. And then
so your baby has to leave.
Exactly. So she went back on Thursday, man. But it was just been a long ass goddamn week, dude.
There's shit everywhere. Somebody come get this baby. Holy shit.
And whoever said dogs are man's best friends lied. That's just stupid. Nobody's gonna allow their friends to treat them like their dogs do. That's a fact. It's not going.
My word.
Yeah, no. Back on top of the world, man. Picked a good day to get my health back.
Sounds like you had a shitty week.
Boy, let me tell you. Shout out to Imodium. Lock shit up Drew Holiday.
Lock shit up. You niggas are absurd. Jamal, how's your week?
Yeah,
better than that, I hope.
Nah, it was definitely better than that. I could control when I shit, and I wouldn't throw it up. Nah, man, just work, regular, same shit with me. Was anticipating this Kendrick album all week. But
we'll talk about that later.
Yes, sir. But that was just a cool week. What about you, man?
It was a great time. It was extremely uneventful. I don't remember anything that happened this week. It's been a blur, which is always a good thing in my book.
It means you've been busy.
Yeah, I have been busy, which is unfortunate. But hey, I don't even know what I was doing. But we here now.
You don't even look busy, man. You got the edges done up again. Look at you.
No, I did not.
Blake's a big
dark up top.
No, that's
size note. Yeah, never mind.
Fuck. Fucking Celtics won.
Hate this nigga. The Celtics what you said?
I just lit $60
Dog,
on
I'm
fire.
just asking.
All right, I'm gonna send you my guy's number.
I do. Send me a bottle. I'll do it myself.
Holy shit.
Me and Shakur will go in on a Beijing machine for you. You can just put your head in it like a blow dryer or like an air dryer. All right, man.
You know what would be a dope idea, like an invention?
Okay.
Like a kind of like a skull cap, but it's got like the hairline built into it. So you put it on real quick and you wear it at night, then it'll last you like the whole day. So it's kind of like Beijing built into like a skull cap. So it's like you put it on, boom, right? Then you wake up and it's got like the zoom, so it's like crispy as fuck. Then
so you're saying like the gum that you used to put on your tongue and it make your tongue like a zebra?
Yeah, but it's like a hairline stencil and you sleep with it on. But it's like
what's it do about hair that grows out of place? You're saying just like make an indent in your head.
No, nigga, like it's got like the Beijing shit kind of, and it like gives you like the dope hairline.
Reinforces a good hairline.
Yeah, like a stencil. But for
you got to get it like custom fitted for your head. It's like everybody's hairline is not the same.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Yeah,
you got to get like a mold like you did with your grill, but for your head.
It's for people that went to Turkey and got that shit done.
Yeah, Tory Lanez has that probably.
That's crazy.
Permanent one.
Oh, never mind. That was a shitty idea. All right, never mind. Fuck it.
I'm glad we were able to talk it out and figure out that it was an awful idea.
Good thing I didn't invest any money in that.
Thank God.
Better than an NFT right now, right?
Or the casino.
Oh,
I think the shit today, or not today, Thursday, it said the app Coinbase has lost 50% of its value like in the last 6 days or some wild shit. I was like, oh my God.
Didn't somebody in like the NBA just buy like a big ass piece of Coinbase a couple months ago? Or was it like Justin Timberlake or something? I feel like.
No, dude. That shit, that type of loss is like scary because that's type of people like take their own lives over that type of stuff. Like
they said, I think something that I can't like confirm. They said there's been 8 documented cases of suicide related to the Luna coin or whatever crashing.
Oh no! I don't even know what that coin is.
Over Top Shot.
I feel like it was like Nas or
Top Shot crashed too.
Like a bigger.
Nah, I'm just thinking like if all that shit is going bad, like I'm pretty sure Top Shot can't be doing high right now.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I can't think of the last time I heard the word Top Shot before you just said it.
I get those damn emails. We want to buy those packs. So that should be expensive, bro.
Yeah, it does.
They be wanting hell. It was like, bro, like I don't know, like I know we're not like the most knowledgeable and all that shit, but it's like I can't justify spending hella money on that because I feel like some of that stuff is like trendy. Like I feel like you hear about people like buying that stuff, and then like they're not able to sell it, and it goes down like super fast.
Yeah, like it's hard to even say like we're not super knowledgeable because I don't feel like there's many people who are like actually super knowledgeable on like NFT stuff. It's a lot of people who read something and they're like regurgitating the information to you, or they're like listening to a podcast where somebody's telling them that this is how this works. But I don't know if anybody really knows how that. Not anybody, but I'm sure most people don't actually know how that shit was working.
Yeah,
I made a point to read about NFTs and Web3. Not this week; it was last week. Because something kept coming up about them. I think it was like investment stuff or whatever. But I was like, okay, like, because one, like the Web3 part, like I hadn't necessarily had heard of that much. So I was like, let me go see what's going on over here or whatever. But because people are like really like pushing back against video game companies getting involved with NFTs. I think Square Enix is like dumping a bunch of their like established like developers and stuff like that so they can invest money in NFTs. And I tried to like have like discourse people about like how come you don't want them inside of games when like my mindset towards it, like just right now, like as a gamer, like I play 2K a ton, right? And buy like shoes, shirts, hats, whatever and shit like that on 2K. There's like digital items that are within the game, right? If those items rather than be hosted like on 2K's marketplace were just like hosted like on the blockchain instead, like it's not going to change anything for us as gamers, right? But
I think like the pushback I was seeing was for games like Square Enix doing it. People don't want to like Final Fantasy.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So if they're hosted on the blockchain, the one benefit is instead of like it just being like an item that like, well, okay, so let me run it back. We buy items inside games, whether it be like they're usually cosmetics. The Overwatch, we got skins. 2K, you got accessories you put on your players and shit like that. So everyone's like used to that type of transaction of like buying like cosmetic items or whatever items inside games. Some games you even buy like things that actually help you with competitive stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's also stuff that's like not common that drops every once in a while, like be it like in Destiny, there's like limited edition shit and stuff like that. And they don't have a marketplace, but people would buy it if they could. So it's like if you establish like some type of market where these things can be traded freely, like even if people that don't play the game, because like the item itself has some sort of value, then why would people as gamers be upset at that? Because it's like now, like if I have some item that's like worth like $10 in this game or whatever, it's worth $10 to anybody because it's not just locked within this game. Like it's only usable in this game, but like it's still worth $10 whoever holds it. You know?
Yeah.
No, that was just my idea when I was looking at it. So, what were you going to say, Tyler?
I think I've seen the most pushback around games that like don't already kind of have that structure. And people don't fuck with microtransactions, so they're like they don't want Square Enix to put the shit in like Final Fantasy or like these games that don't really already have those things set up. Was the main pushback kind of thing I've seen. It makes way more sense in the like form of 2K doing it or Overwatch, Call of Duty games where it's like you're playing every year, you're getting stuff that should be able to carry over, but it doesn't. And if it's like tied to a monetary thing, it would make more sense for that to carry over.
Yeah, it's like, this like right now Snoop Dogg's in Warzone, you can buy his skin or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But let's say they never sell that again, like, but the Warzone skins are usable for the next 8 Warzones. Like, if there was like a market where you could just go and buy that from somebody else, like somebody's gonna pay for that, and whether that's hosted on the blockchain or not, like.
Keep it above, dude. Some of these game companies are just trying to get fucking greedy, bro. Like, why the fuck does Final Fantasy?
I agree.
Why the fuck does Final Fantasy need NFTs, bro? Like, come on, bro.
I'm not even talking about that. So, is that something that they're actually trying to do, or are you just saying? Like,
I'm just saying, like, just some games just don't need that shit. Like, they already want you to spend $30 and you can get a mustache for your character, and these boots and all these other. They just want to keep adding shit to make you spend your money after you buy the game, bro. That shit is annoying. When niggas don't want to fix
think about what you're saying though, because like they set that price at $30, right? If they tried to do that bullshit and it's like a market where they don't set the prices, it's just like in the blockchain, it's between people, then that worthless ass mustache is gonna still be worthless as hell. They can't get over on that. Only the shit people actually want is gonna be worth money.
That's true.
I think
like the shit NFTs anywhere else.
Probably the pushback too comes from like people. I won't say people in general, because again, like the little bubbles that we live in, it's hard to say for sure. But it doesn't seem like people are super big on NFTs in general. So I'm sure gamers are like, I don't like this thing. I want it to have nothing to do with this other thing, and I don't care what how it could benefit me at all. I just don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with them in general myself. I'm just like, if that was the implementation though, like I don't.
That makes sense.
Bother me. Like whatever.
Yeah. Something that can make my money worth more money later, or just still worth money. Like I bought so much shit in GTA that I'm never gonna touch again. If I could sell that shit and get some money back, that'd be fucking.
Dog, I probably like 2K20. I probably spent like at least $200, not $300 on shit that didn't matter, and it's just gone now because the game's gone.
Unless, servers stop working, then don't matter.
I mean, maybe I know I wouldn't have gotten nearly that much back from it, but I could have hawked it all off for $15 or some shit.
Maybe that'd have been cool. Enough money to buy the next 2K. You get $60 back. The next 2K is technically free.
That'd have been lovely. Yeah.
Or some VC for it.
Anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, shout out to you if you buying funny money. Keep it away from me.
Yeah, people are losing hell of money. People, man, them ape gifts, man, with all them grills and the chains and shit, man. People saying this is looking bad for them right now. People can't sell that shit for nothing right now.
If you had money to go buy one of those, I think you're probably still doing fine. Hopefully, you didn't risk the fucking farm on it.
Yeah, I feel like regular people, like the average person, can't afford to spend like thousands of dollars on shit like that anyway. So it's probably people that are already doing fine. So,
or idiots. Some people are fucking
or
dumb.
Idiots. Yeah, this is true.
They'll take some money that they don't have to jump into shit that they Elon Musk said it's gonna make me money, so I'll go take a little loan out. Oh shit, one crash.
Bro, people do crazy shit like that. That documentary I watched on Netflix, I told you guys about, where the dude like just took hell. He made his own like a crypto trading service and like vanished off the face of the earth, and like people were like losing hella money. Like, bro, like it was fucking insane. It's hella sad. Like, dog, that shit is crazy. Like, some dude's like, yeah, man, like, I had $80,000 and then I put it all into crypto and I wanted to, like, avoid fees. So I put it on there and I tried to withdraw it. And I'm like, it says, okay, wait a day. And bro, like, dog, some of those people never got their fucking money back. And it's just like, bro, like, just imagine, like, you work hard as fuck. You're getting ready to start a business. You graduate school. You're probably going to pay your student loans and, like, start your business. And niggas losing thousands and thousands, not tens of thousands of dollars, bro. Like, some nigga lost
It's gambling
bands.
in another form. That's it. They bet it all on fucking red.
Yeah. And then so the dude died, whatever. But they think he faked his death, but like so the dude died, whatever. And then like his like wife inherited like some stuff in his will, so she's got like a boat and all this other stuff. And then like obviously she didn't want to be a part of the documentary, and people can't reach out to her, but she knows some funny business was going on. But then they had like some of her family in the documentary talking about, oh, we were concerned when her husband died, and we knew something was going on with his like crypto thing, and he was in charge of all these groups and like that.
I wonder how often that happens, like on a smaller scale, just like these random little coins that people dump a bunch of money into and they think it's going to go to the moon and then it just disappears and it's just gone. Like, I'm sure that happens more frequently than like it's documentary worthy, but just like a couple $100 here, a couple $1,000 here.
Dog, fucking De'Aaron Fox like was robbing niggas. Remember that shit?
Yes, he did. But he gave some of them a jersey though.
Okay,
$1,200 jersey at the end of the day. Yeah, it's absurd.
I have to shoot that nigga, bro. I'm sorry.
Just go
Sacramento Kings.
Go to a game, run on the court like at the Timberwolves games. You just whoop his ass.
Yeah, you just gotta. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. But hey, man, be careful with your money.
Be smart. Somebody's gonna hit us afterwards. You niggas just don't be thinking. You don't need to do your own research. All right, where y'all want to start? Y'all want to start with some music? Y'all want to talk Kendrick? What y'all want to do? What we do?
Man, what you guys feeling?
Let's start with the Kendrick album. What you guys think so far? How far are you guys into it? Have you guys given it a full spin already?
I think I'm giving it 3 listens today.
3, 5. Okay, I think I'm 2 full in. There's a couple songs I've played way more times than that. What are you guys thinking?
I like it. It's pretty good. I know what.
I like it. Bitch, if you don't tell us.
Kendrick was wild. That dude.
I feel like I know exactly what part of the album you're talking about. Too.
He's talking about fucking white chicks. Dog, that shit had me dying. And then, that nigga, this dude fucked the chick out the Good Kid, Mad City. He was like, "Yo, man, Dr. Umar's not pleased with me." That nigga made To Pimp a Butterfly right after that. Dog, that shit had me dying.
My girl said, "Do you have a problem?" I don't know.
Dog, and then what else was hella funny on that? His auntie Demetrius. Now that's a dope song though. Like
it is. It was just the chorus was kind of like, whoa.
It's a dope song though.
I didn't expect that.
No, look at you. Like, look how you hated on Macklemore for a decade and a half. It's a dope song now. Fuck out of here.
No, because people are like, you don't ever really hear. That song was corny, bro. That nigga.
Shut the fuck
up. He got you.
He did. No, that song wasn't corny. In the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay because I like to clean my room. Like,
I thought what? Demetrius. I seen her dinner when she's playing with the Barbie doll with the picture of Venus.
Nah,
damn, this shit's hard.
Look at you trying to tear the black man down. No, it's dope because it's just like I don't know, like that's some super personal shit. Like people probably don't want to talk about that or like
Macklemore's song wasn't personal.
It's not that personal. He just thought he was gay for a little bit. He thought he was gay for for a school year.
All right, it's not even Kendrick's story, so it's not personal.
It's not the same, bro. Thinking you're gay because you like to clean your room over like you got 2 family members in your immediate family.
Personal means about yourself.
It's hella funny too because that's the first lyric of the song. There's a whole other 3 minutes after that part of the song.
Yeah, can you tell us anything else about that song?
I'm talking to you.
Nah.
What the fuck? Yeah, can you tell us anything else
about the Macklemore?
I can tell you plenty about both of them.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, like it's just, I don't know. That's cool. It's just like what shows where we're at now. Now it's like
I'm proud of your progression, man.
No, like that's cool.
Is this another way that Kendrick and Macklemore are forever
bro,
linked
if this song came out like 10 to 15 years ago, I'm turning that shit on. Like, bro, I don't want to hear
3 years ago. 2019. 2019 before everyone had to love everybody.
Yeah, if this shit came out before COVID,
like, get this shit the fuck out my ears.
Nigga, if this shit came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm about to say he sent us the Style P's gift this morning. I didn't even know what it was a reference.
No, you know what? If Jordan Lucas made this song, if Logic made this song,
honestly, if either of those two made this song, I'd probably be agreeing with Shakur. Honestly, hate them niggas. It is. Hey, it's funny. People kind of. We can get back to the album in a second. People kind of act like that's not a thing, but sometimes it is. Like the messenger
it's absolutely matters. A thing.
The messenger matters, man. Like if
that
this exact
sometimes you don't want
to
to hear certain shit from certain
all
niggas.
the same lyrics, all that. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear this shit, dude.
That's what somebody made the point about, like the Heart Part 5. The video and everything is like, Doc, Jordan Lucas has been making these songs for years. Never was telling him to shut the fuck up.
We don't give a fuck at all.
That's because he always does that shit. No, that's because he started out being super corny though. Like that nigga had the video where he was like in therapy as like a Klansman. And he was rapping from like a KKK member's perspective. Like, nigga, I don't want to hear this.
This dude just rapped as OJ and Jussie Smollett.
Hey, I was shocked to see Jussie Smollett in the video. I didn't know what point he was trying to prove.
Nigga, Blake, there, you teared the black man down. That's crazy.
No, I'm not. This shit is hilarious. Like, and I wanted to be clear, like, he's fucking fire. Like, the album is fire. Everything he's done this week has been fire. But just seeing, like, how much leeway we give Kendrick to do shit that people are like, hey, yo, sit your ass down, man. Like,
that's facts, man. That's fucking facts. If you're not, you cool kids can do shit that the nerds can't, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a fucking fact.
All right. Shakur, what's your favorite song on the album?
Do you have a
favorite song yet?
What's the song where he like when they counted me out, where was the hose at? That's my shit. Down and out.
Count Me Out. It's called Count Me Out.
Yeah.
Okay. That's relatable for you?
Yeah, man. Because you know when they thought you was down and out, man, where was the hose at?
Okay, I got you. So out of 10, Shakur, early review. I'll call this an early review still because you're only a couple spins in. But how many out of 10? What are you ranking this?
I got like an 8.
Okay, I like that.
Fuck you, Blake.
I'm just trying to make sure we got some perspective on what you're saying right now.
Blake was very right.
So people know who's saying this.
Blake, what's your take on the album? You saying it's fire? What's your highlights? You got any lowlights?
So I've only listened to it like 1.5 times. Like I said, I listened to it this morning when I first woke up, while I was getting ready. So not the best environment. And the second time I was like playing it in my car, I was driving back and forth to work and all that stuff. I like N95 is a slapper. The song on the second disc with Kodak is a slapper.
That shit's
hard. The one with Ghostface is a slapper. The low light for me is the one where he's arguing with the girl back and forth. They're like, fuck you, bitch. No, fuck you, bitch, over and over again. I'm like, all right, I can't do this.
I see people last night, like, if We Cry Together is one of your favorite songs, you need to seek therapy. And one of the homies this morning said, like, yeah, here's my 5 favorite songs. And number 4 was We Cry Together. And I was like, you need to get help, bitch. You're toxic. That's a song that, like, I see what he did. I like it. Great story. I'm never going to listen to that song ever again.
Yeah, like, that's like one of the songs, like, I'll probably skip it most of the time when it comes on.
That shit was like being in like the backseat of like somebody's car while they're getting yelled at by their girl. She was saying some flagrant shit.
Nigga, it's like an Eminem song, to be honest.
When that nigga said, "Shut up, bitch, it's my car now," or some shit like that, or I ain't giving you your keys.
Bro, give me my keys. Like, this is the day you tell your boss you walking to work or whatever. Like, oh my God.
No, she said, you little dick nigga, I should have sucked his dick. He goes, who? She goes, anybody, a bigger dick. Nigga. She said, my mom gave you the Honda. Yeah, she just did that shit to throw it in my face. Like that was like a real ass argument he's had before. That was there was very specific intricacies of that argument. That shit happened to him before.
Yeah, but they were like rhyming and stuff. Oh, like, oh shit, she's barring him up.
that incredible penmanship to put that song together. That shit was crazy.
That's an incredible song that I never ever want to hear again.
I think this is one of the albums though. Like I can't. Like I'm probably. Well, I don't know. I can't see myself listening to this thing all the way through again. They're probably gonna pull some songs off of here and just make that little playlist.
I'll probably just skip that song, honestly.
There's a couple.
That's cool. I'm saying for myself though.
Like he got like a 2-3 minute interludes.
I prefer like things that are more upbeat, and this album is not that compared to Damn, at least.
What songs are you pulling off?
Huh? He's only listened to it 1.5 times. He probably doesn't know yet.
Is there any songs that you know that you want to pull off for sure on the second half of the album?
Make it to my playlist?
Yeah, what songs do you never want to hear again?
Oh, do I never want to hear again? We Cry Together. I don't know, like Auntie Diaries. I don't need to hear that. Mother I Sober.
Why don't you want to hear that song again?
No,
Blake. The setup was a mile away.
I'm just curious.
Why don't I want to hear Auntie Diaries again?
Yeah, like, is there a reason why you don't want to hear that song again?
Personally, it's not really a great song for listening to. It's like more so just a story.
Is it because of content wise, or like you don't like what he's saying and the acceptance, like what he's like trying to teach people about accepting like the family members?
I like listening to Flaps.
I think he's trying to teach you, Jamal.
I listen to Flaps.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So Blake, early review. What are you ranking this out of 10?
Like a 7.
Okay.
6.5, 7.
Where would you guys put? You don't got to necessarily rank them, but like, where would you put this in as of now in your Kendrick catalog? Like Blake, you said you're not going back to it very much, so it's probably pretty low, even though it's not a bad album. You'd say.
Well, where does the Kendrick catalog start?
I'd say section 80 forward.
I think Overly Dedicated kind of counts because it's all original beats and shit.
I don't remember anything off.
Yeah, nobody really goes back to that, so I'm going from like the time.
I thought Overly Dedicated was hard.
We don't give a fuck, nerd. Just answer the goddamn questions.
Look at me, I'm special.
Fuck, yeah, we all listened to Michael Jordan and one other song from that album. When's the last time you listened to Overly Dedicated? 2012, dickhead?
Last week. The other day.
It wasn't last year. There's no way you were just like purposely like, you know what I want to do today? Overly Dedicated.
I listened to the most random shit.
You didn't listen to that.
I was listening to Nature.
I don't care what else you were listening to. You weren't listening to Overly Dedicated. Okay,
I wasn't. You're right.
Jesus Christ.
We can very. He can have headphones in like basically from when he wakes up to when he goes to sleep. It's very different. Like you can't really.
Yeah, I listen to hella music like all day.
Yeah, but I don't think you went to that album. You got to skip 6 other classic albums, and you were like, I'm listening to this one.
No, I fucked to Overly Dedicated. That shit was hard. I remember the beginning where the dude's talking about committing suicide.
Name 4 songs.
I can't remember like names, but
okay.
All right, let's go back to what he's talking about. What was the question you asked, dude?
Section 80 up.
I hate Tyrell, dude.
The canon Kendrick catalog. Where are you putting this? Like closer to the bottom? If you have a number where you're putting it, or between albums where you're putting it, that's cool too. But like
probably in the middle.
Hold on. So are we leaving out Untitled Unmastered and Black Panther?
You can put that in there if you want. So yeah, I'd say what? Section 80. Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Untitled, Unmastered, and Damn. Let's say those are his 4 or 5 albums.
Okay, Untitled, Unmastered is the very bottom.
Okay.
Section 80 is right above that. This is right above that.
Okay. And then wait, so where you go from there? To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Damn? Because isn't Damn your favorite album by him?
Damn is my favorite album by him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Damn. Good Kid, Mad City, then To Pimp a Butterfly, probably.
Okay. I don't hate that. What about you, Jamal? You can put Overly Dedicated in there if you want, dickhead. He's going to put it last. Get all that arguing to have it last.
I'm going to put that first. The Kendrick Lamar LP, number 2. I'm going to put the Carter 4 that he did. I'm going to put that up there. C3. That's got to go in there.
His song from Compton, the album.
Yeah.
Compton, the album. Fuck you
in there.
All right, so where you
probably in the middle.
Okay. So what?
Actually, got his demo above that.
What's your order?
I guess from like least to best, I guess it'll be what? Section 80, then Overly Dedicated, then To Pimp a Butterfly. Then what? Damn, then Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
Good Kid, Mad City is the best rap album of the last 10 years.
Okay, came out exactly 10 years ago, so we are getting close. That no longer being a thing.
It's the best rap album for our generation.
Yeah, I like this album. I need to listen to it some more. Similar to Blake, there are quite a few songs that's like I'm not about to just like,
I didn't do anything.
I'm not about to just have that playing. But there are like there are just some like
my face.
There are some songs that are too deep to just be like riding around listening to. I might show somebody if there's like a cool music video for We Cry Together, which I could see him making a video for that. Maybe I'll watch that once. But yeah, it's solid on my 4 playthroughs I've had, 3-4 playthroughs so far. I'd say I'd give it an 8. And then yeah, rank wise, I feel like I'd have it 4th. I think I'd go Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, then To Pimp a Butterfly, then Section 80, and then this, maybe even. I'll put this above Section 80 for now. Section 80 is really good, though. Yeah. I was surprised you guys both had Section 80 so low. There's some fucking bangers on Section 80 that I love.
Low's relative though, because we're talking about like Kendrick projects. Like
that's
none
true.
of them are bad.
Yeah, this is also true. It's ADHD, Hold Up, Rigor Mortis. Those are like 3 of my favorite songs by him.
Untitled Unmastered is like the only one that I can't even say I didn't like it. I didn't sit with it because like the idea of like things not having names and just sitting there, like they weren't
just like
sequenced at all. Like they didn't fit together. They're just literally random ass songs.
Yeah,
the only song I ever listened to off there is that Levitate, Levitate, Levitate. I think that's Untitled.
What number is that?
I like that song with CeeLo on there. That shit's hard. I fuck with that song.
How would I know what song that is?
I don't know.
You got to hear it until you hear
it. It's so funny because Apple Music tell you who listened to an album, and it usually only is like if they've listened to it within the last like month. Darius is on Untitled Unmastered. He probably just fucking nerding out to this album.
That's some hipster shit.
That's so funny. Yeah, no To Pimp.
I wish you would get back to this, man.
2014, Kendrick.
Man, you don't even know if those were 2014 songs.
Anything else that came out this week y'all been listening to besides the Kendrick?
No, I couldn't even tell you what else came out this week.
They've had their music.
Yeah. What else came out?
I like the
Black Youngster. El Camino dropped.
Black Youngster's not in prison. The fuck?
That's crazy. Y'all like that Joey Badass single that he dropped?
I didn't know he put a single out.
No. He put out a song last night. That shit's pretty good.
There's a new Onyx album out today.
Dog, I saw that on the timeline today.
Method Man too.
Shout out my dog B-Dot. Old nigga. Yeah, I seen him like post screenshot of it. I was like, nah, I know they who I think it is. I know they were still making music.
I think it is. Yeah, there's nothing else really.
Oh yeah, shout out to Fredro Starr.
Oh, it wasn't this week, but I want to know, Jamal, after you read that 2.9 or the 2.9 out of 10 review for the Jack Harlow album, did you go listen to it?
Oh yeah, dog, they're deadly hate. Like, come on, like y'all know me, man. I was ready to fucking between the legs. You niggas throw me the oop from the other free throw. Finish the oop, but bro, that album's not bad like that, bro. Like, I give it like a 5.5, maybe a 6. Like, there's some songs on there I kind of enjoy. Honestly, it feels like a great Drake impersonation kind of album. I feel like I'm not like the target audience, but it's kind of like, you know, like some young teenage young woman.
You know what I compared it to?
Poppy kind of shit. What?
And Blake, don't get mad at me. I like this artist and I like Jack Harlow too. It kind of reminds me of a Nav album where you can just turn it on, not think about it. The songs all sound kind of similar and it just kind of runs together. All of them are like a cool little vibe, so you're just like barely listening to it.
Yeah, like, I don't think I'm gonna be playing it for a while, but like it wasn't terrible. Like I feel like I don't know, like giving it a 2.9 is harsh because I've definitely heard a lot worse rap albums.
Giving it a 2.9 was fucking absurd. Like the points that you even made in the article, but it was like 2.9 is hella low. Like
like come on, bro. Them niggas never heard that last French Montana album, bro. But fucking,
you should have looked and seen what they gave that. Give it a 1.
No, I don't know, man. But that album was not bad. Like some of the beats are kind of hard on there. Like I like the production on there.
It's funny though that you mentioned the Drake impersonation. The song he has with Drake just lets you know he does a Drake impersonation.
Dude, like the first song that's not the intro, that Young Harleys, like this sounds like a Drake throwaway.
Yeah,
I gotta like always think like these things are one person's opinion on something that's entirely like subjective. It's opinion based. So if that one person didn't fuck with it, that's all that means.
Everybody, like a lot of people were like shitting on it. Like
people been shitting on Jack Harlow, period, though, for like forever, especially just like on Twitter and Reddit, because like he's white and think he's a plant and like all this other shit that has nothing to do with necessarily.
He's definitely a plant. But
he's been a meme of people who are ready for this album to fucking suck before it even came out.
Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't suck. It's not bad, so it's whatever.
But I think most people who have been talking about him probably haven't even listened to the album. Like, they just don't care about him. They just it's the fun thing to do to hate on him. Just like it's fun to hate on Logic with not even like listening to it.
And I guess like reviews are for sure.
It's more fun to hate on Logic though.
It's
I'm not saying it's more or less. I'm saying it's in the same vein of energy.
Yeah, Logic's half black too, and it's still more fun to hate on that nigga.
I think I feel like when it comes to reviews, like it's obviously subjective, and it's helpful to like, oh, this person has a similar taste in music to me, so if I go to their review, I'm gonna like probably agree because they agree with my music.
That's the way to do it to help you find stuff is like find someone who like kind of lines up with you.
It's nice that when sometimes it's more of like this isn't necessarily for me, but I see why people would like it. But then obviously there's gonna be Pitchfork, which like somebody's probably going to read that guy specifically or going to see Fantano to see what he's talking about, so they know like, oh, if he likes this, I like this.
Look at a review aggregate if you're really trying to like get like just a general like consensus of like how this thing is like reviewed, like what people think about this as a whole, not just like well one website says one website is one person.
Yeah.
Even though it's a website, like people say IGN gave this or whatever. No, John Jackson at IGN gave that a 7. Like
Nah, it wasn't that bad. I was ready to shit on it too. I was ready to Vince Carter that shit, but nah, it wasn't that bad.
Shocker. That means Blake, if you listen to it, you're gonna hate that shit.
I have no plans to listen to the Jack Harlow album.
Are you fucking serious, Blake?
What do you mean? You want me to listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I wanted to compare like our listens to it.
I don't like Jack Harlow's. He does.
Oh, I thought you.
We did.
I think this is the second time you did that. It's the wrong way around.
This is the second time we did this 55 podcast minutes ago because it's how we ended the last show.
No, never mind.
And then I talked about Jack Harlow all week.
I got you. No. I'll listen to it. I listened to him on Funk Flex though, and I was let down because the first time he's up there, he smoked it. This time it was mediocre.
No, that wasn't even the best rap album from a white guy that week anyway. Shout out to Action Bronson. That Action Bronson album was hard. With Alchemist.
He's been back in my algorithms for food shit a lot lately on YouTube.
Nah, that Action Bronson album was hard. Shout out to Action Bronson. That's my dude.
Like, you had a question about the anticipation from this album?
Pussy wetter than a gremlin's nose.
That's not me.
Oh, that was Jamal.
Everything below the hyperlink.
Oh wow, I didn't know Jamal was putting anything in the chat. Well, so Jamal, you thought this album? You said you were asking if this was the most like anticipated album for our age group. Did you just mean in general or like right now?
Yeah, so like kind of I guess like for like us growing up, so I guess like teenage years and up to like now maybe I was thinking like this has to be like one of the most anticipated like hip hop albums for like that I could think of in a while. Like, can you guys think anything else? I was like
J Electronica, whatever.
No,
C3 for sure.
Damn, now that I think about it, it's definitely got to be Carter 3, huh?
Yeah, Carter 3, J Electronica. Because I feel like Damn was so good, and then he did the Black Panther thing afterwards.
I don't ready for that motherfucking J Electronica.
Oh, that shit just came out 8 months ago. That shit wasn't anticipated no more.
No, the hype had died by the time that shit came out.
Oh, well, the hype just lasted for so long, so I put it up there. But no, I think Kendrick, like he dropped his album at a time where like the album was really good, so we listened to it for a year and a half. Then the COVID shit happened, kind of like skewed time. So like I won't say people weren't missing Kendrick. I didn't realize it had been 5 years since Damn until I was like, oh shit, it's been 5 years since that album came out when this album was announced. Which he's been kind of teasing it for a while, which built up the anticipation. But I wouldn't put it in that category necessarily.
I'm gonna say C3 and Wiz's debut. Those are two that I remember like people really getting up for.
Wait, who's debut?
Wiz's debut is not comparable to C3. What is it? Paper whatever.
Yeah, that was a pretty big one.
Was that Paper Planes? Wasn't it Paper Planes?
Is it called Paper Planes?
Or Rolling Papers? Or was it
Rolling Papers? I remember. Yeah, that was supposed to be one of them ones, and it fell short of it for sure. But
it had some bangers on there. C3 has got to be the one though, because that was like a 4-summer.
That was after the mixtape run. Yeah, that was like after all the mixtape.
Every time a mixtape came out, he was just yelling C3 on it after every song. You're like, oh, this is gonna be on the album. This is the single. No, none of the songs were on the album actually.
They were on the first deluxe ever.
He has multiple. There's a series of leak albums from that album. Like it's absurd.
Dog, that leaked version of the Carter 3, that's the hardest shit ever, bro.
Bitch, not me. That shit used to have me going crazy as a youngin'.
Damn. Yeah, now that I think about it, because I definitely forgot about like Carter 3, how anticipated that was. That's definitely got to be like the most anticipated like rap album.
Absolutely.
I had the little documentary on my PSP.
Wow.
Is that the one where it got him like rapping in the hotel, like just gets up out of the bed and starts rapping?
Yep. Yeah.
That nigga was nice.
Crazy.
Dude, I was on the phone with my dad because I asked him if he listened to the album, whatever. And then He said he fucked with it, whatever. Because I was dog, this. I'm definitely snitching on myself. I do not be working hard at work. So I was thinking of like shit to put on there. Because that's like, what was some of the most anticipated like rap albums that you can like remember? And he was saying like the ones he could think of off the top of his head was like Ice Cube's first solo album. Because like after all the NWA shit, because like damn, like like what's he gonna do by himself? Like he's not gonna have Dre beats behind him. Then America's Most came out. He's like, nah, he's that nigga. And then he said that in the like Doggy Style. Because I didn't know like the first shit he did with Dre was the what was that the movie from back in the day? Not before the Chronic. That came out.
Gang related.
The movie.
Oh, no, Deep Cover is the
song.
Deep Cover.
Yeah. I said it 4 fucking.
Just speak up, nigga. Say with your chest next time. God damn.
If this is legit, if I'm low, I need y'all to tell me because my mic's in a new spot.
We can't tell you if we can't hear you.
Yeah, bring it a little close to you, no homo. But the way our cover art, I thought you had that as like a poster on your wall, Blake. That's hilarious because the way it is right there on my screen. But no, because my dad said because like he was on the Deep Cover shit, and then like he was all over the Chronic. My dad said like, man, he said like everybody's waiting for that album, and it was like even like where he was at in like Texas and shit. He was like, yo, that was probably like it's between that and the Ice Cube shit. He said those were probably like the most 2 anticipated albums that he could think of. And then he was thinking about another one. He said the Nas shit after because he took so long to respond to Jay after Takeover. Because that's that Godson after that album, I think. Which one is that?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
The what?
Stillmatic?
Stillmatic.
Stillmatic had Ether on it, yeah.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Benzino made that intro?
Nope.
He was the one saying the fuck Jay-Z.
What? No. Benzino made the intro for the album, the Stillmatic intro.
Oh, definitely didn't know or care about that.
That's a hard ass beat. You definitely heard the Jadakiss freestyle for it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Was it's man, Detox probably got to be up there too. Did you say that?
What are you talking about? That doesn't exist.
We didn't say Detox, and I feel like it doesn't count. It's kind of like the Jay Electronica thing, where like the hype is like gone now.
It technically does exist though, right? Because Detox it became Compton.
Allegedly, I don't know. Yeah, no, I would. For at one point that was dog. You remember the single for Detox, the "I Need a Doctor" song came out, and then Compton came out like 7 years later. I hated
that song.
That song did suck. Dog, Dr. Dre's a fucking menace for that. He's absurd.
Dog, he really didn't drop an album after 2001 until like Compton the album.
Yeah.
Dog, in 2001 was
2001 and 2000.
Yeah, I always thought that came out in 01, but it didn't. That's crazy.
He dropped to like a car release. All right, Blake. I feel like you the smartest one here. Are you well versed yet in the charges surrounding?
Is he really the smartest?
Our friends YSL. He be reading newspapers and shit. I think physical newspapers still.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wish you would have told me I was reading this. I'd have pulled up the other one. It's all good.
Oh, you don't got to read it. I just wanted to know if you. I was hoping you'd go off.
Yeah, I mean, so I believe they're up to 28 or 29 people now that they've wrapped up in this state RICO charge with YSL. But basically, Young Thug, his record label has become like one of the most dangerous and like lucrative street gangs in Atlanta. And it's them versus YFN, which is like Lucci and all them other people. I don't even know who else is on YFN. Who else is on YFN? Name another rapper.
YFN Coochie.
That's what they probably call him.
Okay. But I did see them talk about somebody else. I don't remember his name though.
Okay. Either way, yeah, there's been like blood spilled in the streets and all this stuff, and like because like Young Thug's not necessarily doing all this stuff to himself, but he's just the top of it. They got him put as the boss, and like he's like the shot caller. They won't even give him bomb because they feel like he's probably going to commit another felony if they let him out. They raided his house. He got 7 more felonies when they raided his house because of what they found at his house, where whether it be like drugs and guns and shit like that, and like him being in possession of guns when he shouldn't have them.
And there was other gang members in the house who
members in the house, which also can't do when you're already a felon. And what Gunna got pulled down with it. They got Gunna on selling multiple drugs and robbery. They got Young Thug on renting a car that was used in a murder.
Yep.
Yeah, from like 2012 or some shit like that.
Hella long ago.
Or 2012 and then 2015, I think it was another one too. Something else happened in 2015.
Jesus Christ.
That's when like the drive-by thing happened where God damn, Rich Homie Quan like hopped out the car and he's like, "No, y'all are on some wild shit. I'm not doing this with y'all." And they shot somebody and y'all. Oh my god!
I know, I do remember that. And the DA said after that, the DA was like,
"No, I'm not."
They were like the fallout from that like murder had some of the like most violent
Jamal,
in Atlanta ever.
If I know these things, they're fucked. I'm not snitching on anybody. If I know, it's well past the.
I want to know the cop that had to sit there and listen to all this shit because that indictment, that long ass indictment, people was clipping up. That shit had hella lyrics in it from not even just like album shit. They had shit from like the Barter 6 on there, like all the mixtapes and shit.
They're playing inserts from our podcast on the next Vlad episode of Vlad interview.
Hey, Thug did say he'd go to prison to fuck somebody's father, so niggas' daddies better watch out. Maya Moore's husband got out at the right time.
Right.
Has his goons been banging for permission to take a second attempt on Lucci's life inside the jail? Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, this is like one of the moments because I feel like I talked about. I don't know if it was on here, but like I remember saying this to Jamal. Is like in music today, like I feel like music has never been like so like gang affiliated and like just people banging on tracks and shit like as they do today.
Sure.
Oh
yeah, for sure. Everybody,
and this is the outcome of it. Like, right? Like this is what's waiting for you on it. Because like you're saying you're part of this thing. Music is music. Like, you know, like it's wrestling, right? That's how I always think about it. Like you say whatever wild shit you want to say. But if you're actually doing those things and that's your inspiration for the music, it's all eventually going to come back to bite you. And then everyone else gets tied in with it. And you end up with 28 people going down for a RICO.
Thug be descriptive. Like he don't even just kind of like be like kind of alluding to shit. Like he be on March 13th we caught 100 bodies. It's like what goddamn nigga. I gave the lawyer $2 million. He handled all the killings. They probably were like, "Oh, he wrote a check for $2 million 3 days before."
That I didn't kill him. I had something to do with the body, though. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like,
it's crazy I remember when Thug came out, and you know he was doing like the kind of the flamboyant shit, skirts and leggings and shit. People were making fun of him being gay, and all the Atlanta people were like, "Y'all need to chill. Like Thug's really like that. Like that's not what you want."
No,
it's like
Walker, cocaine, and everything.
Thug was really like that.
Yeah, Cleveland Ave. Don't do it.
I remember he pulled a fucking Desert Eagle 50 cal out of some leopard leggings, and I was like, "What the fuck did I just see, dog?"
And
he got some of the funniest like internet videos ever. That dude's a character.
Easily.
And like the music fan of me is like, I'm sick. Like Gunna and Thug are like two of the best we have out today.
Fact.
But like honestly, like the citizen in me is like, if y'all really did the shit that they said, you gotta fuck up.
They said they got them linked to over 100 bodies.
Nah, they ain't
like that is fucking absurd. It does suck because like Thug does make some good ass music. Like it's
one of the most talented
and like if even like a fraction of this shit's true, which I can't imagine, like you're getting this case brought and all your people are wrapped up and none of it's true. If even a fraction of this is true, he's about to probably sit down for quite some time. Like like even if he beats some charges, he's still probably looking at some hefty time.
He gonna do 2 to 5. He gonna be home soon, man.
That'd be lit. I will say though, we saw the tweet that has like a bunch of the people's names who got tied up in it, and I knew the South was. I have the list pulled up. The South was a different world, but I can't believe Dame Keon Garlington, Quantavious Greer
here.
Sergio Kitchens is Gunna. There's somebody named Wunnie Lee, like WUINNIE. Wunnie Lee. Where is this one? Quamarvius? Tron Tavius?
No, that's the one that have he died.
Nigga, Tron Tavius? Like that's the name that like that's your nickname.
Nah.
Tron Tavius?
That sounds like the best corner in the SEC.
Yeah, that's Tay.
You're a good nickel.
Which makes it even funnier that Thug, the boss of all this shit, the boss of all this shit, Young Thug's name is Jeffrey.
3 evolutions.
Jeffrey Williams.
Thug.
Jeffrey Lamar Williams.
Y'all niggas better leave Jeffrey and Tron Tavius is coming around here. You know they got to blow this bitch down.
I don't want no smoke with a nigga named Tron. Dog, if I see any of those names, I don't want to smoke with any of the niggas with some of them names, bro.
Tenquarius Mender.
Dog, those are some of the blackest names I've ever seen in my life.
Tenquarius Mender sends you an Instagram friend request. You know the scam DM is coming next.
But you don't want to deny it because if you say that nigga in person, he gonna ask you about it.
Hey, nigga, you didn't see my? I sent you some shit
I didn't know
online.
this was you, man. You go by Cookie out here. I didn't know that was you. I was not supposed to know.
Nigga said that James Harden was the mole this whole time. He had the Blue Lives Matter bandana on or whatever, and Thug was like, James Harden don't got internet.
I forgot about that.
He had internet. He was lying to you, Jeffrey. That's why he started hanging out with Lil Baby afterwards.
That's why he's playing like that?
Yeah, he's probably fucking scared for his life. He's like, hey,
his energy just gassed, man. He's been having to put all his work in. Like,
I was up late last night pushing papers, guys. I wasn't out of the club.
Are we transitioning out of the YSL topic?
Yeah, sure.
So somebody on speaking of James Harden, they captured his performance in the second half of the last 5 out of 6 games. In game 1, 4 points, 1 of 4 shooting. Game 2, 4 points, 1 of 5 shooting. Game 3, 2 points, 1 of 5 shooting. Game 5, 4 points, 1 of 5 shooting. Game 6, 0 points, 0 of 2 shooting. That's the second half of the last 5 of the 6 games.
Half, not even just the fourth quarter. I lost that part after all of them were 1 for 4. Holy fuck! Like, and he wants. I won't say he wants to. We don't know what he wants. He's trying to get a max though. Like he's eligible for a max contract. There's no team in the league that could give it to him right now.
It'd be 5 for $270 is what he could get.
You cannot give James Harden that based on what you've just seen and based on how we've seen like the Russ contract age, the John Wall contract.
Absolutely.
You can't. No. You can't even give him anything close to that.
I know the max contracts just keep going up the more time you spend in the league, but at a certain point, like this is it. Like there's no player that you could pay that to and be worth it. Even I'm saying like Giannis right now. Yeah, if that number came up, you would do too much to your roster in order to pay him that much. Like you can't. You can't.
270. If you give him 270, you got to just give him some ownership stake, and he can start paying the luxury tax with you.
Because the last year of that deal is $61 million. Like that's how much you're paying him
for the James Harden deal.
The last year of it would be that. Yeah, $61 million. Yeah.
And I don't think there's a world where James Harden is even good based on how he's looked the past year and some change. I don't think there's a world where he is a good NBA player or even decent NBA player in 5 years. Like he might not be retired, but he's not gonna be good. He's coming off the bench somewhere or something.
I think to get the MVP Harden back, like he has to play on a bad roster. Like you have to put him on a bad team.
Yeah, but he's
put up
not
those
even doing
ridiculous ass numbers.
Doing like the high volume shit that we would expect from. Like you're in an elimination
he
game.
Can't blow past. He can't blow past people no more.
Yeah, he doesn't get by anybody. He's not really hitting threes anymore. Like maybe it's a tired thing or something. Because go 0 for 2 in the second half of elimination game is absurd. I was making fun of Kyrie for going 2 for 7. This nigga went 0 for 2.
No, I mean they just told Shake Milton to get out there and go crazy the whole game. Like I don't know what the fuck they had going on in Philly.
Tyrese Maxey bleed us to the victory land, bleed us to the promised land.
And we could talk about man, see, I'm not letting him get off on this one though. Tobias Harris too, the goddamn thief.
Oh, can you
he had some good games though. He played.
Did he have some good games? He had some good quarters. Did he have some good quarters? Nah, I don't. Nobody in Philly had good games except for Embiid, and he had one.
Let me tell you, Tobias Harris is the 16th highest paid player in the NBA. Has he played? He had a couple of games this playoff, so like good games for 16th highest paid player in the league.
If you
makes more than Embiid.
Hey, okay, listen. If not even just the league, but if you had to just draft all the teams that made the playoffs this year, and you're just drafting players, where does Tobias Harris isn't going top 20?
No, let me tell you. So 18th ranked highest paid player. I'm gonna give you 18th, 17th, 15th, and 14th. 18th is Luka Doncic. 17th is Kyrie Irving. 15th is Jimmy Butler. 14th Chris Middleton.
Dude, we know he's overpaid like fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm just saying he had a couple.
That's what I'm saying. That's taking up that's so. If you figure his $37 million roster slot, it's taking up a big chunk of cash.
Not an all-star for sure.
But I'm saying like that's why the focus kind of needs to spin back to him too. We talk about Harden. But like as far as roster structure for Philly goes, this is a big issue as well. Because if you have a guy who scores 16 points a game making $37 million for you, like that's a big fucking issue. Like spend that somewhere else. Sure. You can get that. The
part about that is like I think the consensus, if ever like everybody who watches the league, who in the league, when he signed that, everybody was like, "Huh? That didn't make any sense." That contract never made any sense.
Hell no.
Unless he was in Orlando or Detroit, where it's like, hey, we need you to be the guy. But making that contract on a team where he's the fifth option on a nightly basis, no fucking shot.
No, and like free agency the year that he signed that, I think like there was like Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Julius Randle was that free agency.
DJ.
Like, who?
Yeah, because they had to choose Jimmy Butler over. They had to choose between Jimmy Butler and Tobias, who they were going to pay.
Oh yeah. Fucking. Oh man, dude who's on the Timberwolves, the point guard, D'Lo. D'Lo was that free agency too. But if I was thinking about them, like if they had Julius Randle, like Julius Randle, his big fault right now with us is that like he has to be the number one option, and he's not that. But if he's playing behind Embiid, if he's like playing behind like Embiid and Harden even, like, and he has to go find it when they're cold and like they're dealing with double teams and he's not, like he's gonna cook on that fucking team. He's not gonna be doing whatever the fuck Tobias Harris doing. I don't know, like they got like 3 more years of this shit too.
Yeah,
Philly done a horrible job of building their roster.
They had all the like, I won't say leverage, but they had all the like assets after like the tanking shit, and it looked like they cashed in for like all of one season when Ben Simmons and Embiid both look good. And it's just like they've had good seasons. I won't say they've had bad seasons. They've just had like nothing to show for any of the last like decade and a half of an organization.
Yeah, and like the Ben Simmons thing, like it obviously it didn't help, but it wasn't like that wasn't the only problem. Like,
oh, for sure, yeah, for sure.
Well, shit, they lost that year when the Raptors won the championship. Like, dog, didn't they win Game 7 on like a game winner? The Raptors, like, dog, they were
bounce. Yeah,
that was that bounce.
Yeah.
That would have put them to the Eastern Conference Finals, wouldn't it? Or was that the Eastern Conference Finals?
No, that was
the Eastern Conference Final. Yeah, that was 3 years ago to the day yesterday.
Yeah. So like that's what they've got is one of the most heartbreaking Eastern Conference losses, playoff losses ever.
No, that
they have
crazy.
to show for the Sam Hinkie, Daryl Morey, whatever era.
Dog, just think about how different it would be. Like, dog, they took faults, they fucked up.
Oh, Siakam was that same free agency too.
Yeah. If they have Jason Tatum instead of Fultz right now. Like maybe Tatum's not as good because like the coaching situations is not as good, but like this team is 50 times better. Yeah. Whoever the kid was that they try to kill, Zaire Williams or Zaire Smith or whatever, they traded Mikal Bridges for nothing. They traded Mikal Bridges for him and then try to murder him with fucking peanuts. Yeah,
I think they paid Al Horford that same free agency. And that didn't work.
I forgot Al Horford ever played for the Sixers.
Nigga, I forgot about that.
They gave him a fucking bag to play behind Embiid.
Now he's going to play alongside Embiid.
Yeah, I'm like, you're kind of slow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, that team has been good enough that they don't get the slander that they really deserve. Even though they get slandered pretty decently online, but they don't get the slander they deserve.
They got to find a way to get him the fuck out of it.
When they shot the confetti early against Boston like 4 years ago, but then ended up losing the series.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Oh my god, what a fucking
damn, man. I will say I feel bad for Embiid, but Embiid tried to do some bullshit last week, so fuck that nigga. He was trying to get citizenship so he could play on the France national team instead of playing for like Cameroon or Africa, whatever, wherever country he's from.
He's from Cameroon, yeah.
Yeah,
but he speaks French, you know.
He
probably just did that because he wanted to take Rudy's spot.
No, nigga, beat that nigga, man.
With who?
Yeah,
Pascal. That's it.
Dog, didn't Mike Brown have Nigeria hooping in the Olympics this year?
It's not Cameroon.
It's still Africa.
That's not Cameroon though.
It's in Africa.
Not the team.
It's like saying the Mexico team should be nice because they're on North America with us.
I'm just saying, man, stick with your people, man. You're trying to go play in France for them.
There's Africans in France.
Nigga, he's not in France, though. He's not from France. Nigga's from Africa, bro.
No, it's probably like a thing. Is Cameroon probably has like it's probably like a former French colony or something like that. They're all back and forth. Like
y'all cutting him.
When I was in Italy, there's hella Africans, bro.
I don't think you know. I don't think you know why you're not cutting him any bail, though. Why would you want him to play for Nigeria? You just want him to play for an African country in general.
Yeah, play for the African country you in. Take pride in where you from, nigga.
But he's not in Nigeria. Why'd you mention Mike Brown?
But I'm saying, like, Mike Brown had an African country team hooping in the Olympics. So I don't know why you got to go.
Did they win a game?
You don't got to go dick eat France to go play for their team.
But they didn't win a game.
That dick eating?
Yeah.
It's I'm sure it's like if you have the option from your country to get a passport from 2 countries, how is it fucked up if you go play for like the better team of the 2?
I'll say this. This is me personally. Me, I respect him more if he stayed and played for the Cameroon team and thugged it out with his people instead of dicking another place.
Okay.
Instead of him dicking another place, go play with them. So you put, oh yeah, they got some Africans over there, but they also got like white people and shit over there too. Nah, man, stick with your country and play where you from, man. Rep your hood, man.
So if Nigeria said you could play for their team, would you turn it down so you could stick and play with your people?
I feel like it's different though for us.
It's not. It's the same shit.
What is happening right now?
Nah,
You're
you know
absurd.
what? Nah, fuck that. I'm going to play for Africa. Fuck it.
You're going to go play for Africa.
But you're not leaving Africa.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Leaving Africa and joining Africa is totally different. What makes you look worse? Because like niggas gonna be like, oh, you gonna go join Africa and leave us? All right, I respect the black man, but like, if you leave us to go play somewhere else, like,
who's giving out this clout? Are they giving out the medals too?
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying this is me. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, moral victories for minor league coaches.
Yeah, like if Tyrell was like, oh man, I'm gonna join the I can represent my place of work for this country, or I can go do it in Africa. Like, oh, my nigga, I got you. I respect that.
It's a big ass continent. Like, what? Like, when you say in Africa, like,
well, someplace in Africa. Either way, you niggas know what I'm saying. Y'all just trying to be different.
I think it's a wild take when you like don't understand the dynamics between them and Europe, like the people that live there and the people like in the Europe.
No, I know there's all kind of people in Europe, bro. I'm just saying.
No, but I'm saying you don't understand the dynamics from someone from Cameroon and like how he might feel about France. It's not the same way that you're saying it. You're saying it like, fuck them, like, stay home with your people. But it's like, yo, my people are just as much in France as they are here. Like, that's how they're probably seeing it. But you're not seeing it that way because you're not from there.
Nah, he just wanna go dick eat and go play over there.
I'm sure that's what it is. He's like, God damn, Nick Batum, Tony Parker, can I come hang out with y'all?
I want to know what he's dick eating.
France.
Baguettes.
There you go. Either way, man. Hey, man, fuck Embiid. So that's why they lost. Go home, loser. And it was kind of corny about like how he handled the press conference shit too. Oh, when we traded for James Harden, like the niggas are honest. I get that, but damn, bro, you can't say shit. Like, he's just throwing niggas under the bus.
The shit about not having the tough players like PJ Tucker, that was kind of crazy. Saying James Harden's no longer Houston Harden, he's a playmaker now.
Like, bro, are you fucking serious? I thought that was like a ball sack sports like account when I seen that. No, man, that nigga said that live of the press conference.
Didn't y'all just lose a teammate last year for me and Spicy like this?
Yeah. I'm like, bro, like nobody told you to play with a fucked up ligament and CTE because he got the concussion and everything. But like, bro, like that's mad. You can't. I just feel like you just can't go out and say that, bro. Like, all you gotta do is just like, hey man, we lost. I wasn't my best. Our team could have played better. It's niggas. Oh man, we don't got tough niggas like whole ass Jimmy Butler on our team no more. And James Harden. James Harden is washed now, but this nigga we got, so we got to deal with it. That's pretty much what he's saying. Hey, this nigga's washed. So, but yeah, this is what we got.
What would we prefer him say? Like, we got to be better.
Nigga,
I don't like that.
Just the same shit we people first saying when they don't say anything.
Just say
you don't gotta do all that.
Hey, we lost, but bro, you don't gotta say the nigga's washed and that's not who he is no more. Like, come on, man.
Is it true?
The right thing to do is like calm down and you put it on yourself. Like, hey, you know what? Like, man, we didn't have enough tonight. They were the better team. I've got to be better. I'm gonna make sure I put in the work this offseason to come back so I can be better down these playoffs. Like, not definitely.
The nigga said we traded for a bag of chips, and he's not that anymore. So yeah. And I wish I was still playing with Jimmy Butler. Thought they should have jumped that nigga in the locker room, bro.
He's gonna beat their asses.
He can't beat everybody up.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, sorry. Dog, he just got a concussion 2 days ago. You hit that nigga one time in his head, he's probably gonna have a fucking seizure.
He's a foot taller than everybody else on the team. They're all tiny and weak.
Moment of silence for your fellow Tar Heel, though, Danny Green. That might be it. You get an ACL tear at 35 years old this late? What are you going?
That knee looked nasty. That shit was gross.
Oh yeah, no, RIP to him. Hey man, at least he won a ring.
Yeah. And he got a natty too, don't he?
Yes, sir. Legend.
Oh, he won 2 rings. He won back-to-back rings. Oh shit, that's crazy.
He was. Yeah, he went from the Raptors to Los Angeles. Yep.
Oh, hey, legend, Hall of Famer.
And the Spurs. He has a Spurs ring.
He has to have a Spurs ring.
Yeah.
He probably got 3 or 4.
Yeah, that nigga might have came up. I don't even feel bad for the nigga no more. He had a good life.
Might be like a Naismith Hall of Famer off accolades, like things he's been a part of, not necessarily stats.
Facts, just by association.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to make the case for Iguodala, man. Like he has enough things on his name that maybe he's in.
Yeah, nah, man. Yeah, nah. R.I.P. to his knee, but hey, man, if he does retire and decide to hang it up, man, he had a good career, man. Shout out to Danny Green. He came a long way from dancing on the sidelines with LeBron's to becoming a good, complete 3-and-D
crazy long way. You kidding me?
That is a long way. I forgot about that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Sideline with J.J. Hickson and fucking Jamario Moon. Ira Newell.
That picture. That's
Sasha Pavlovich.
Pavlovich, yeah.
All right, y'all got any other playoff series y'all want to let's talk about? You guys want to talk about Chris Paul?
Bucks are going to 7.
Finding a way to fumble the bag. The Bucks are going to 7 as of tonight. The Suns are going to 7. I gotta fucking find the stat again. I think Chris Paul is like the only something to blow multiple 2-0 leads in like.
I think I saw that. Yeah. Nigga, 4 of them. Did you see a stat about Drew Holiday?
Nah.
For today's game, he scored like 174 points off 163 shots.
God damn, that does make sense.
Good, right?
He's not super efficient.
He's been shooting hella like anything.
That's good or that's bad? It's bad.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, he's taking almost as many shots as he's had points.
There's the big numbers. You said him really fast. So I was like,
yeah, but it makes sense because was that playoffs in general? Or was that this series?
Bruh,
was that this series or?
I think
after the playoffs, him and shooting.
Okay. That makes sense though, because he's been shooting a lot. Like Middleton's been out. He's not very efficient ever.
He does the back down thing though. He be bullying people.
I wonder how Marcus Smart played today. I obviously didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I know they hated that motherfucker after that last game, especially where he tried to act like he was going to get that call in that game-winning strip.
Yeah, that was a shot attempt. They fucked up. That was a 3-point attempt.
All right, Bill Simmons.
But first, Pearl Jam.
Oh fuck!
Oh, I know.
Okay, so of the series left, who you guys think is winning? Who's winning the Bucks Celtics game 7?
Bucks.
Who you got? I got the Bucks too. I fucking pray.
Yeah,
well, I think the Bucks too, man. The Celtics are fucking tragic, man. And they had the night tonight where they all shot crazy. So
like Tatum was hooping, and then he dropped 47.
And then Phoenix, Dallas. You guys got Phoenix coming out? You think Dallas is gonna pull it off?
I think Dallas, Phoenix,
man.
Luka's that fucking guy. I mean, I know Giannis has probably solidified himself as the best player in the NBA, like at this point. And it probably should have been after last year, after that run he had last year. But Luka is whatever it is that's right below that to everything else. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I agree.
He's fucking ridiculous.
I lost a $20 bet on Luka because me and Brantley bet that I said Luka wouldn't get a single MVP vote right before the playoffs started, and he got, or at least a top 3 vote. This motherfucker got 1 second place vote and then like hella 5th place vote. Fucking dickhead.
They just keep running pick and rolls and targeting fucking Chris Paul and Booker, fucking both of them up. Like Luka's going to work.
Him and Booker having a little fun back and forth. They clearly don't like each other.
I think CP3 has a legendary game 7, man.
Oh no, he's playing like shit since he turned 37. I seen them numbers today. He's playing like god awful ass.
Hey, last time they needed an elimination game.
Is that the one where he went 14 for
14?
Hey, and you know what I seen today though? Scott Foster was supposed to coach or ref this Bucks Celtics game, and he was sat down for a non-COVID illness. That man's getting a little rested before he goes to this.
Hey,
Suns game 7.
If Scott Foster refs that game, I'm putting $150 on the Dallas to win. Cover whatever the spread is. Yeah, if Scott Foster's coaching that,
I saw that like plus 300 this morning.
Oh yeah, let me find out Scott Foster calling the game. They'll probably change the odds, honestly.
You think that matters?
They absolutely, they will.
He's never won a game.
All that shit matters.
He's never won a game when Scott Foster's ref the game.
A lot of times when they show you like the preview for the box score, they tell you the refs who are doing it right underneath it too. So that stuff matters just for something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Sun's got a plus 700. That'd be hilarious.
Fuck, that'd be hilarious. And then based on your guys' theories, which I agree with, we'd have the Bucks versus the Heat. And we'd have Golden State versus, or no, that series not over yet, right? Yeah, they play tomorrow. They play tonight. So we'll see if Golden State closes it out tonight. I would imagine they will, but we'll see. Playing the winner of Dallas.
Fuck Golden State. I hope they lose.
You still hate Klay Thompson? Is that the problem? Nigga, or is it because you bet on them to win and they lost by 50?
Nigga, I thought that was free money with no job. I saw the score.
I still can't believe that shit happened.
They was up like 20. I'm like, okay, they playing around. They gonna make it dramatic. I got a notification from Bleacher Report. I'm like, wait, nigga, they're up how much? Them niggas, it was like 118 to 60 or whatever the fuck it was.
They were up 55 at one point. I thought that shit was a typo on the NBA app. I thought they just had fuck the score up.
I was scratching my eye. I'm like, man, hell no, that can't be right. They got gaped.
Yo, absurd. Yo, that's absurd. Dog, it's so crazy to me how long the playoffs be lasting that you just kind of forget what happened. Like, I completely forgot Atlanta was in the playoffs 3 weeks ago. That shit just moves your brain just moves on from that shit. So
probably for the better because you're gonna have a fucked up image of Trae Young in your head if you keep thinking about that.
Oof. Well, I think of Trae Young. I see that picture.
I did want to ask you guys about this. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this too, but because of how they play, the default's been to compare Ja to Derrick Rose and compare Ja to Russell Westbrook. And I keep seeing I know Colin Cowherd said it. I want to say Stephen A. Smith has said it, which they're kind of whatever. But kind of just the assumption that Ja Morant will be Derrick Rose because we've seen Derrick Rose do it once. But I feel like we've seen more of the uber athletic point guards have longer careers. Derrick Rose is really the only one I can think of where it's
he got hurt. He kind of walk towards the end of his year, but Derrick Rose just started having just freak knee accidents.
But it's just been interesting to see he's super bouncy and athletic. His career won't be that long. It's Russell Westbrook. He stinks now. Granted, he stinks, but it's on year 13 in the league. That hasn't really had any injury.
It's the falls though, right? That's the thing with Ja.
He doesn't.
I remember that with Derrick Rose, but that's the thing with Ja. He's been hurt 3 times now in these playoffs.
I guess that's true. Yeah, the bone bruise.
That's just the playoffs after missing time in every single season that he's played so far. So
I guess
it's not out of nowhere.
He missed time this year. I didn't remember him missing time the year.
Yeah, they were 21-3 without him this year. They need to trade to different pieces.
His defense is god awful. That's what it is. So once he's out of there, 1, the ball moves around more, but 2, their team defense is better. So when you have a high usage player like that, he was efficient this year, but it's he struggled in the Timberwolves series. Losing him and going back to y'all being able to lock in and switch better and do all that type of shit, and you have someone out there who's getting targeted over and over again. You're going to play better basketball. It's hard to think that way because he's so dynamic, but it makes sense when the rest of their roster plays as well as it does together.
Do you think do you think he's too cool to get the Donovan Mitchell treatment where people just kind of cool on him and think that type of game won't win you?
Yeah, Ja's
because people think he's cool?
Unreal level. Ja's he's not Mike Vick, but he's on the Mike Vick path of coolness.
He's so cool. We like his daddy.
The streets aren't going to turn on Ja. It don't matter.
I just Josh played 67, 63, and 57 games. Playing 65 plus games or 63 games isn't missing hella time.
Young as hell though, bro.
That's true. That's the point.
This is when you're supposed to be able to play through anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but times is different now. Guys we're growing up, niggas ain't playing 75, 82 games no more.
Star players fat on athletic ass those every year. I don't know.
They'll never turn on Ja. Long as he never leave they'll never turn on him. Shit, Memphis still love that whole grit and grind team.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Even Tony Allen.
They retired his jersey.
Yeah.
Not after the thing, it was before the thing.
What was it? Oh, with like the fraud shit, whatever, with the health shit. Yeah.
He ain't been back on that show yet, man. I figured they could chop it up and figure some shit out because Chris Vernon was saying like that's like my kid's like godfather and everything. Like, so y'all want me to come up here and talk about him, but like I can't do it. I hope he didn't do this, but I can't. Like I need to talk to Tony, and he ain't been back on the show since. And I'm like, man,
damn. Is he in jail?
Yeah. No, I think he's out. Okay. Everybody's out.
Yeah, because Darius Miles got caught up in that shit too. Because I thought Knuckleheads was.
Darius Miles I think is the ringleader, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Put it on.
It was either him or Tony Allen were the ringleader.
No, I was a white man. The white man was the
Big Baby.
Probably tricked him.
Probably.
Oh yeah, no, actually, no. Fuck, that was Big Baby. Fuck Big Baby. He's a hoe.
Hey, my mic's gotta be hella fucking low. I had to come all the way in here.
Yo.
Pause. But
this audio's about to be fucking trash, man. What y'all do?
But nah, yeah, it was definitely Big
finer than when you whisper.
Is that all the playoff series? Yeah, I guess we covered them all. But
yeah, there's only a couple left.
Oh man.
I didn't. I put Snowfall wrap up on here, and I didn't actually finish it. I was like on the second to last episode.
You son of a bitch!
I did finish Ozark though. I don't know if y'all did.
Did y'all like Ozark? Oh, y'all didn't finish?
I'm not done. We got a couple episodes left.
Do we all finish Winning Time?
Fuck no.
I started watching it again, but it's really
based on a true story, so I don't think you can spoil anything. I stopped watching 3 episodes in because it's been hella boring. It was hella boring. I'll get back to it eventually.
Not gonna lie, Winning Time might be my favorite show this year.
Why? Because Magic Johnson's eating prostitute ass and reminds you of yourself?
Wait, so you said Winning Time's hella boring, Tyrell?
Yeah, like the first episode was like intriguing to see some stuff, but they just kind of kept dragging on the like.
It gets better as it goes on.
I don't know. I've heard it keeps getting better.
Winning
but after the first couple episodes, it was just like the same kind of thing over and over again.
So I was trying to figure out like maybe there's like a dynamic to watching the show that I was missing. Like whether it be like it's fun to talk about it like on social media or something like that, or
not really.
I'm missing that part of it. Like,
social media.
Yeah, people like have the jokes about what Magic's doing and like kind of some of the other relationships with like Kareem and everybody and like the coach and stuff, or like Spencer Haywood putting the hit out on Jack McKinley or whatever. But
and it was on dog food.
Yeah, like there's definitely some better parts. I think there was just a lull where I was at, where it's like where Dr. Bus is like arguing about losing a team, and they're talking about kind of like how to make money, and it's like I don't give a fuck about this.
You guys, got to tell me about the ending. What you guys' reaction was to the end of episode 8, bro? It's the most ridiculous, unnecessary shit ever. Can I just tell you guys?
Yes.
So you know about Jerry West's mom, right? You know, she like they found out she was like sick or whatever.
No, I don't.
Well, she's dead now. So, but obviously she was like sick and dying, whatever. So this nigga find out like something wrong with his mom. His mom got cancer, right? So you know, nigga's rich, whatever. So the nigga has like a housemaid, whatever. And then he's like, "Hey, why are you always coming in so late?" She's got to like, cause she's like going to school, and then she take care of his mom. So you know what? Thank you for taking care of my mom. I'm gonna look out for you. So I'm gonna pay your the rest of your school shit. You keep working with my mom, but thank you for being so good to her. So fucking something's wrong with this car, and then like I think something's wrong with her car. So he's gonna take her home. Then he like confides to her and tells her that his mama got cancer. She doesn't have much longer to live. So he just breaks down and starts crying. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay." Then nigga just starts sucking her titties and ends the episode like that.
What the fuck?
His mom?
No, nigga. He finds out his mom has cancer. He starts like the woman that's taking care of his mom, like the maid. But like, bro, nigga literally just found out his mom has cancer. He like doesn't tell anybody except her. She's like, "Oh, it's okay," because she takes care of his mom. So they have like you think they're gonna have like just like a good like wholesome moment. It's like, damn.
Okay, now I see why Jerry West would like be tweeting and being mad at folks.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I thought it was just about like how they had him mad and like wanted to win all the time, but you got
he was mad by that. He was mad by episode 2. Like he was like he was on this early.
No,
this was
who I'm talking about, Jerry Bus. But no, nigga found out his mom was about to die and told the maid. Nigga just started to want to suck.
He said Jerry West this whole time. Crying. I'm so mad at you.
Yeah, my fault, Jerry Bus. Dog, you guys gotta see that scene.
The worst fucking storyteller. It makes way more sense now that it's Jerry Bus because he would definitely be sucking a titty. It makes way more sense now. I was like, damn, Jerry West was doing that. That's absurd.
Cancer, she has like 3 days to live.
Yeah, probably would suck a titty.
You got to see the scene, bro.
It reminds you of being a kid.
All right.
I don't have those memories.
Me neither. But whenever I suck a titty, I feel like that. All right. What else y'all want to talk about? You want to talk some NFL, Blake? What's the fix?
No,
get out of here.
No, I got shit on.
That shit. Why?
I do.
All right, go ahead. You
Why
didn't
have it on here?
You want to talk about it and didn't watch any of it.
I did watch Atlanta. I put that on there.
Yeah, you did.
I said everything below the hyperlink is me. Everything below hyperlink is me.
You didn't finish either of the first 2 shows?
I did. I finished Ozark. Right, what the fuck? You didn't.
Yeah. Damn. Tyrell's D'Antonio. That's crazy.
How?
Jesus Christ.
My bad.
All right, man.
That's a much.
No, but I know y'all haven't been watching Atlanta, but I just want to talk about like your thoughts on the season in general, because I know you guys did start it.
It's fucking
caught back up?
Yeah, I'm caught up. I didn't watch last night's episode. It comes out Thursday, right?
Yes. But when I asked you before, you hadn't. That's not why I'm asking you now.
Yeah. I caught up till yesterday. Okay. Yeah.
This shit is weird, right? Like, what the fuck?
It's fucking mid. They're doing all these like weird, like outside of the group. Like you said it earlier. Like they're doing all these things. They're not like, focusing on the group. And then like they're not even really that good. They're kind of corny.
It's literally every other. And then like this last one that was on the group, not yesterday, but like last week's obviously.
Yeah.
It was the like, this. I'm guessing this is like a seasonal thing now, where it's just the owl wandering around episode. Like, yeah, that's what this last one was, and it's just fucking
wasn't
weird.
Even that good. The one where he was wandering around with the barber, that episode was funny as fuck.
Yeah, like we got like lost in the woods or whatever. Like, that might have been the first season, but like this show was like gotten like I think bigger than itself almost at this point.
Yeah, I
think it's just him being weird.
I wasn't feeling the Chet Hanks and the Liam Neeson shit in the show, bro. I thought that shit was corny. I wasn't fucking with that.
I thought the Chet one was funny. The Liam one, like the conversation that he had was kind of real. I was surprised that they got him for that. But it kind of just fits this season where shit's just like okay. Like
it's like, what's the point of this? Like, this is fucking stupid.
This is the stance. This is you wanted to make this point here. Like, all right.
Yeah, I've seen people making the point of like this was him like turning the mirror to white America, but like that's not why any of us watched the show for the first several seasons. Like I wasn't expecting to come to this is a different show than the rest of the seasons, other than
bro.
It's not the same show.
It's a very different show.
Yeah. Like the first one didn't have like a super strict storyline, but this was just like, all right, you saw that they went to Europe, so here's them like kind of getting into stuff, and then every other episode is reparations, and then whatever. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
I have zero clue like what the standing is of like how Paperboy's career is going at this point. Like, I mean, he's obviously over there for a tour.
He seems extremely famous in a lot of the places they go.
Yeah.
Are things trending upwards for him at this point?
He's like hella famous. He was like, "Hey, Ern, I need 20K," and like Ern just got it for him. Like they just had he's throwing money. Like, wait, 2 seconds. Like the middle of last season, this nigga was broke performing at a fucking college. Like, how did that escalate?
That was my favorite episode of that.
That was one of the.
Oh man,
sure. That episode was iconic. But yeah, like it went from basically 5 episodes of the 6 episodes of the show ago. He was performing out of college for free. And now he's in Europe, like blowing money fast and
and like doing like
going to weird back parties and shit.
Yeah, bro, this shit is ass. Like, dog, the problem is, man, like they don't got Tracy on there, man. He was the glue.
Even if they did, they don't have him for 2 episodes.
He would save the show.
Gotta pop up.
He would save the show.
I did like the episode they did with like the fake Gucci though, like with like the whole like. All the black people that like on the apology circuit, they had like fake D-Ray, like fake Sean King and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that shit was it was poignant. I thought because that really is how it does. Like, I mean, companies like will apologize to get certain black people stand next to them when they apologize to make shit feel right or whatever. And some people just always tend to be on that circuit of making sure they're there for the companies to apologize to.
Yeah. No, I'm hella disappointed in this season, dude, because I was like hella excited for the show to come back. Like we had to wait like what 2-3 years?
Yeah, like 2.5 years.
Yeah,
it ended pre-COVID, before COVID happened.
Yeah, man. Nah, this shit is mid as fuck.
But they said season 4 is already shot and done and like ready to go. So hopefully, like maybe this one was like.
I thought
maybe this one. No, they said the next one's already done. The next one's the last one.
This is the appetizer for the super mid.
Okay, maybe.
Well, I'm guessing that I'm hoping what happened here is this was what they threw together while shit was like hard to shoot.
Yeah.
The next one's like going to be the banger.
They need to go back.
That makes a lot more sense. I thought they said this was the last season, so that's why I was even more upset. If there's another season, I guess it can be redeemed, but this season is cheeks.
Yeah. Awesome.
Ooh, our shit comes back in a few weeks, Tyrell.
Oh, nigga, that's already on my calendar, brother.
Yeah.
I'm about to rewatch P Valley before I finish Ozark, quite frankly.
Can you watch that?
No, Ice keeps on talking about it on the JVP though. He's like, that's the show, Mississippi or something like that. Mississippi.
M.I. Cooklet. Yeah,
Oh,
that's my shit. That show is fucking hard. There's some prime athletes on that show, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Now the fucking Halo show. It's time, man.
Who got the cheeks clapped?
All right. This show's a fucking mess, and I'm honestly disgusted and just like upset that they okayed this. This thing has been like canceled like 4 times and brought back by different studios, and they finally got it to roll out now on Paramount Plus, and it's like one of their big pieces and showcase to get people to subscribe and pay for their service. And I'm saying like this shit is like it's just a giant fucking slap in the face to Halo fans, and it's not even a good show, period. I said this earlier about this show. I kept watching. I came around on it a little bit because I was like, okay, they're doing their own thing. They're stepping out in their own way, and just it's weird. But like as long as you don't think about this needing to be the Halo that you think about, it's okay. But it's not. It's not. It's fucking not. I'm gonna spoil some shit here, but just bear with me, folks out there. I'm trying to save you from watching this. Everybody, like, I don't even have one on my fucking desk right now. So in the Halo universe, Spartans are these kids they started as kids, they get abducted as kids, they get put into these camps, they get trained up to be super soldiers, they get like augments done to their bodies like Wolverine and shit like that, so that they're wild strong and their armor can make them like be able to flip a tank over and shit. And of those Spartans, Master Chief, John 117, the dude in the green armor that's on the cover of the Halo boxes, some people just might think his name is Halo or whatever. He's the one. Like, he's better than the rest of them, better than all of them. And he was better than all of them from the fucking start, like when he was a kid. When Halsey found him when he was a kid, he was throwing other kids off the top of a King of the Hill thing, just beating their asses because he was bigger and stronger than everybody else. And he's a fucking ginger and never took his helmet off like once he got his armor on. Like he just left that shit on all the time. He's like had a ghostly skin underneath it because it never fucking came off. In this show, his helmet comes off in the first fucking episode for him to convince a human that, hey, everything's okay, you can trust me, when he has no reason to fucking do this. He like just disobeyed a direct order for no reason, which Spartans don't do, and he would never do. He's like to the mission all the fucking time.
That's absurd. I don't play Halo, and I know that's a violation. That's absurd.
Yes.
What?
This is the show. So not only this is how they have Master Chief. He's like a fucking emotional wreck because he touched a stone and it made him see shit, which is fucking crazy too, because that's not how this works with him. He has like some type of Forerunner blood power shit now where he can touch like Forerunner objects and he sees visions and shit, right? They have him interact with this human who's like a rebel, and they gave her own storyline, which is also fucking horrible. Quan, which nobody cares about.
Damn, this nigga hates everybody.
I do. And basically, fast forward, long story short, the Covenant end up attacking a planet where the humans are on. And once they blast this planet and kill everybody, they leave behind one human. The Covenant shoot a human off their ship and leave her there. The human they left behind, they had captured a long time ago, and she was like a sleeper agent for them. Like, they thought of her as like a prophet because she could also touch a stone and see wild shit. So because she could touch a stone and see wild shit, and Master Chief could too, of course, they like that about each other, and they end up fucking, like, Master Chief has sex.
In front of Cortana, right? Like, Cortana was like,
Cortana's in his head, so she sees the whole entire thing.
Jesus Christ.
They're calling her Cucktana.
Cucktana, that's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
Can girls be cucks?
Yeah,
I guess, yes, right?
Queen.
I thought it was only like some dude shit. I don't know.
No. Equal rights.
Okay.
But either way, yeah, I mean, so he just met this chick. She got left behind by the Covenant. She speaks Sangheili language, like Sanghelios, like alien shit. And he implicitly trusts her and got him going like all over the spaceship doing wild missions and shit like that. He fights 2 Spartans without his armor on because his mind's just fucking blown and like he's not thinking straight. gets his ass kicked, gets saved by another Spartan who took out her emotional blocker thing because she saw him do it, who had just got her ass kicked before because she took her helmet off trying to tell him to stop. Hey, we can't go get Chief. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's really fucking bad. Just don't. It needs to stop, and it's not over. It's still going.
How many episodes is this season supposed to be?
I don't know. They've gone through 8, and it's eight too many. It needs.
I would say because I stopped at 4, so I haven't watched it in a little bit.
Have there been any good episodes? Because I've heard people like kind of
the first episode was hard,
sour on it a little bit. After
there's good parts of these episodes. Like even this last episode I'm talking about, the scene where the Spartans are fighting, like where John's fighting 2 Spartans, and then Kai shows up and helps him. That's a fire scene. The scene where Maki, I think that's how you say her name. She's the Covenant like woman, the Covenant human woman. When she like storms this UNSC ship and like has all the Covenant worms around her and shit like that. That shit is hard. But like episodes front to back, there's just goofy shit in all of them. It's just there's cool scenes inside of them. So you're like, oh, all right, let me keep going. But now it's just
action for a comic book show, but it's actually not good.
Y'all just keep going crazier and wilder and don't make no fucking sense. Like Halsey's a nutcase inside the books and inside the games, but like y'all got her fucking wilding on here, dude. Like I don't know. And you got Commander Keyes being a weakling. You got his daughter being a weakling. Like
that's the cute chick, right? The cute mixed chick,
Miranda Keyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be like everything that her father was, and like smarter and all that shit. And she's really not that on here either. Like Commander Keyes is not like a dynamic leader. He's falling for John's bullshit when he's clearly off his fucking rocker. Like the show is stupid.
So do you
shouldn't be called Halo?
Do you think Halo is a game that should have had a show and they just haven't done it correctly? Like
it could have been done, but you shouldn't have focused on Master Chief. It shouldn't have been on John. If you wanted to make a show about Halo, like you could have. There's other Spartans. You could have made it about them. You could have made it about the ODST team, which would have been great too, because you could have got the human element, and then it would have made the fights against the Covenant even better because like you see like how much bigger and scarier they are than humans. That would have been good. Those 2 options would have been fine. What they chose to do by focusing on the main character that we all know, that we know so much about, and going this far off left with it was a horrible decision. Because there's no way to unsee that. And I think Halo's too popular at this point that you're not going to get people who don't know about him to watch this show and actually buy in. You're only going to get people who know about him and be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. It's so weird. It's always weird how, like, it's with books too, but like how people choose to take from the source material and like what they choose to deviate from, what they choose to keep. And like, not using the full universe. Like every show about Mass Effect or Halo or whatever doesn't have to be about the character that I've already spent 9,000 hours playing as and getting to know. This is a big ass universe. You could have done a completely different part of the universe with similar characters and made it work. And people who care about Halo are gonna be like, oh, this is cool. This is what was happening when I was doing this on this planet and fighting, and it would have worked. Because we just seen it with the Mandalorian. Like, I don't know, the Book of Boba Fett, I don't know if that did as well, but like if you do the show right, people are gonna enjoy it.
Or even they could have kept it on Chief, but like Chief, his best adventures and travels and stuff like that aren't in the games are with the blue team. That's like the people he like graduated from Spartan school with. It's his first team of Spartans though. They could have made it about the shit that they did, but instead they did it with him with the silver team, which is not like a team that he like really spent much of any time with. I think that was the team the Spartan Lock was on actually, where they came to come get Chief in Halo 4 or Halo 5. So like this team already doesn't like him and he doesn't have any chemistry with him. Like it's just stupid. It's just stupid.
Weird.
What's the next video game should get a show, y'all think? Or what is
that's already not getting that already doesn't have one?
Yeah, like what's a game you'd want to see get like a show or a series?
There's not many, dude. Like unless like kind of like Blake said, like the Star Wars stuff works because it's just this whole universe. That's the other way around though, obviously. There's not many games that I think deserve. Like,
give me something you want.
Well, Mass Effect would be it, but like that's already happening.
Is it?
Mass Effect is getting a show, huh?
Yeah, they do. It's coming on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon Studios bought it. They haven't like. There's no like announcements officially, but they bought the rights and they're planning on making.
That should be out 2029.
Probably. Because like Resident Evil, maybe I think you could do some stuff with.
That's
make a
coming.
show out
Nigga,
of?
that show just came out
Netflix.
today.
Oh,
Yeah, the trailer did.
Didn't know that.
The show came out or the trailer did?
I thought the show came out today.
And that doesn't really
I
count
know
because
the
there's been
trailer.
Resident Evil movies, so that's like already a thing.
Those movies something big. I had one of those on my PSP back in the day.
Mike Epps is one of them.
Who?
Nah, I'm joking.
Oh yeah, Mike Epps is on one, huh? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I can't think of any. Like, God of War is the only one I can think of with a great story, but I don't want to see a movie of that or even a TV show.
That could be kind of dope, maybe. I think it'd be a good movie.
It would have to. I always want to see it maybe animated, but like trying to do like real Kratos fighting fucking like big ass orcs and shit. Like, I think that would look kind of stupid. And because he's switched from like, do you choose the new God of War? Do you do the old one? Do you just follow his story? Do you do the in between period? Like, I don't know. I can't think of a game.
You could have each game be a season.
Yeah, just kind of flesh the in between stuff out.
Yeah, that might be my answer now, honestly.
But like him fighting Ares, I don't want him to fight like a regular size nigga. I want to fight Ares like I fought Ares, where he was like 500 feet tall, and I'm like hitting his feet.
You can do that, maybe. I don't know.
That would look ridiculous on a TV show, and you know it.
Special effects, maybe.
Yeah, that should be looking awful. That should be looking God trash.
of War.
Red Dead 2.
Yeah, Red Dead will work, but shit, we got it's Yellowstone, 1883, those kind of shows. Like we already kind of.
It's literally nothing like those at all.
I'm just saying a Western show. I haven't
tell that nigga Blake.
Just mentioning the only Western show I've ever heard of.
I was about to say like there's literally nothing like that.
Yeah, no, just a Western show. Any Western show.
If I had to pick one,
the Red Dead story would be cool though, because I mean, like,
Persona.
You wouldn't do all the side quests obviously, but like you could just stay with the main crew and like see how Dutch turns and Micah and all that shit.
So is that how you would have it? Like you would have it kind of just copy the game, not really deviate from that much. Maybe some some different backstory.
Just deal with like them moving around, and you probably actually show what went down in what was that, Blackwater, the place you couldn't go at the start of the game.
Ooh,
you probably actually show that how shit got botched there.
Yeah, I got a deep cut. Well, I'm gonna walk y'all through it. I'll see if y'all can see the visual with me. Have you guys ever watched Glow on Netflix, the women's wrestling show?
Yep.
No, I've heard of it though.
Do you like that? Do you think it's a good show, Blake? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That shit's fire, right?
Yes, I liked it.
Nigga, it was a Rumble Roses show.
Okay.
Blake sees the vision. You tap in on all the markets, your Asian market, your wrestling market, the Hornman market. There you go, right there.
Do you know what Rumble Roses is, Tyrell?
No, never heard of it. Never heard the words used before.
It looked like almost like DDR or not DDR, DOA. But I think it was a wrestling game that had like fighting game type
Japanese wrestling.
Yeah.
Got it. So it was wrestling with massive breasts.
It looked fire though. Not even like on this like Hornman angle. Like
that game always looked good. Okay.
That game was always on sale, but them DLCs be hell.
So that's what you would want a TV show out of? You'd want a wrestling TV show?
Yeah, a Japanese wrestling TV show with women, and they got like some storylines, and I don't know. There's like a redemption arc, and two of the women fall in love with each other and take wrestling beyond the mat.
So striking vipers, but ladies, got it.
I thought I'd have more answers for that, man. Honestly, like I'm surprised.
There's not. I feel like games already be so like long and kind of like more than I'd want a show to be. Like I feel like I get everything out of them. Unless you do.
I was gonna say Uncharted,
like you said with Halos, where it's like
Uncharted could be a show. Honestly, I haven't watched that movie with Tom Holland and the hate crime man, but
you could
I need to check it out.
Yeah, you could do it as a show, but yeah, it's already a movie, so I guess they could do it.
I heard that movie is ass, but I think it did well enough. Like they're probably gonna give it a sequel. I'm gonna watch it though. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it didn't look good from the previews. I may watch it eventually.
I'm watching it just because I
was just funny because
so much.
The Rock and Ryan Reynolds put out a movie, fucking the exact same movie like a month before it came out. On Netflix, that Red Notice movie
with Gal Gadot in it.
Yeah, which was basically.
I started watching that and I fell asleep. I don't know if it was boring or if I was just tired.
You were tired. That shit was good. I watched it twice.
Ooh, okay, you're a Gal Gadot stan though.
Am I?
Yeah, I thought you said Wonder Woman 84 was the best DC movie.
Just because I beat my meat while watching it doesn't mean I said all that. All right, that's all I got for. Or Blake, is that all you got for Halo?
Yep.
Jacking off to that movie is insane. That movie is
you guys want to talk a little NFL schedule release? How you guys feel about your team's schedule? How it laid out? You guys feeling confident? Jamal, are you feeling confident?
We starting out 1-0.
Who y'all play week 1?
The Washington Commanders.
Ooh, okay. Carson Wentz is not beating you guys. You don't think? Are you guys on the road?
We in his head rent free. Yeah, we on there, but I don't give a fuck about no FedEx Field, nigga.
Giving you a vengeance game.
Yeah, fuck Carson Wentz.
So, what have you talked yourself into wins wise? Like
7 and 10.
Schedule 7 and 10. Okay, I see the vision.
I think a real coach that has like some good pedigree and not a piece of shit human, and like an actual good coach that's won a Super Bowl and taking his team to the playoffs. I think that gives us double the amount of wins we had last year, which is only 3. So 3 to 6, and then one more because you're always going to win one game. You're not supposed to. So I see 7 and 10. And I'll take it. Fuck it. I can count our wins on more than one hand. I'll take
it. Shit, 7 and 10 in that division wouldn't be hard to do. I think Tennessee's taking a step back. Yeah, Texans obviously stink.
I didn't tally ours up, but I will say, like, one thing I saw was that we have the chance to complete the Bird Gauntlet, which has never been done before.
You beat all the bird teams in 1 year.
Never been done before. We got a chance this year, man.
What was that?
The Eagles, the Cardinals, the Ravens. Damn, that's a lot of bird teams to play in 1 year.
Bird teams.
God damn.
There's only 4. Is there more?
The Cardinals,
Ravens, Cardinals, Seahawks,
Eagles,
Falcons.
4.
Falcons.
Oh, Falcons. That's 5. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They had the Infinity Gauntlet. That's what they were showing.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
cool.
That's tough.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Ooh, my bad. Go ahead. Yep. Don't let me forget. I didn't go to Checkers, but I got some shit for y'all.
Speaking of Infinity Gauntlet, I just want to say RIP to George Perez. He passed away last weekend. Legendary comic book artist.
Who is he?
He created the Teen Titans and like Deathstroke. And he created the Infinity Gauntlet. And like he didn't create Thanos, but he created that storyline, the Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War and shit. He was just like a legendary comic book artist.
Absolutely, yeah, gotta be.
Yeah, no. And then everybody, he's been like bedridden with cancer for a while, but everybody just said he's like the nicest dude ever. Like, even like when he was like hella sick and stuff and couldn't move around as much, he was still trying to go on the events and try to sign as much stuff before he could pass away as long as he was able to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Man, he left a legacy.
Yeah, no. I saw him when I went to the first Comic-Con a couple years ago. He was up there. I didn't get nothing signed, but yeah. And anything he like did is worth hella money now, which is shitty. You know how like anybody that has anything like that's like for sale or an item that you could like purchase like after they pass away is worth hella money.
Like T.I. putting out an episode of his podcast now with Kevin Samuels after he died when he stopped doing his podcast.
All right. Whatever, Blake. I hate Blake. All right, what's next?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I fucking hate Blake.
Did you listen to the podcast?
Hell no.
How did you know that happened?
When's T.I.
Someone put a screenshot of it on the Joe Budden podcast subreddit.
Of course.
If T.I. was like, y'all been asking for the podcast back, so I'm gonna put that. No one has been asking.
Who is y'all? I feel like no one's ever asked T.I. to do a single thing.
Expeditiously.
Y'all been asking for the comedy tour. No, we didn't.
Dude, we have to go see T.I., dude.
0% chance.
Bro.
Yeah, you better go, Tyrell.
I will not be in attendance.
How much are the tickets, I wonder?
Don't know, don't care. Probably at least
$24 at the door.
If I buy your ticket, will you go?
If it's free, I'll do whatever.
Pause.
I'll do it. I do a lot of shit for free.
You gotta buy the drinks though.
No,
absolutely not. The drinks in that bitch is $12 a pop.
So what? The ticket's gonna be more than that. You cheap bastard.
I don't want to go. I'll buy my drinks.
I'm bringing you that shit with me. I'm gonna figure that shit out.
Jesus Christ!
Dog, think about it. Like that's like some once in a lifetime shit. He sucks, so he ain't gonna be doing comedy forever.
It is once in a lifetime. I have no desire to.
If he bombs, he'd be like, "Boo! Get off the stage, Rashad." Just keep calling him Rashad.
T.I. would for sure come in the crowd and try to fight. T.I.'s for
we
sure.
Like this tall. He was like 5'4". Yeah, no, we big nigga.
Yo, what if T.I. whooped my ass? T.I. got security in that bitch.
Y'all would him up.
Dog, T.I. whooped my ass. I'm never coming on the show again.
Just swing first.
That's true. Blast first.
He can't afford friends like Dave Chappelle. Swing first.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I got too much respect for T.I., man. To try to hold him like that during a performance. What if he's hella funny though?
He's not.
Probably not. But
he might have worked the kinks out.
He's a character though, man. Because I feel like he like good rapper, great rapper, legendary rapper. I feel like he was like entertaining in like other media, like we see him in like TV and shit and like movies and stuff. Like
he was never really in it. He was entertaining in like 1 or 2 movies.
I think he's entertaining.
Yeah, I think he's entertaining. And like even like still like with his personality and like he has like that star charisma kind of thing that makes him entertaining.
That doesn't make you a stand-up comic.
Oh yeah, no, of course it don't. I'm just saying, like he has like you got to work on the material, but he has it.
Y'all think Godfrey's funny?
He does really ass impressions. I've never watched any of his stand-ups, but his impressions are funny as fuck.
He used to be on Comedy Central all the time doing stand-up. I never really found it funny, but I probably wasn't the target demo at the time. I just know
he'd be around a lot.
He did
somebody's thing.
He's around, so yeah, somebody laughing at this shit.
I seen DL Hughley and he was so bad it made me a little skeptical. Don't see your heroes in person.
My old job, when I had to drive like an hour or whatever, I used to catch his radio show in the afternoon.
I've always heard that was funny, right?
It was, yeah. But I mean, I would catch it for like the first like 20 minutes of my drive, but it'd be a good time, man. Cutting up.
Nah, yeah.
Wait, did Corey Holcomb already come back out here?
Oh my god!
I feel like Corey Cole could be out here every like 6 months.
Dog, that nigga is funny. Dog, when
they don't be picking in his shows.
No.
Dog, when I saw him at the comedy club in like downtown, bro, I haven't laughed that hard so goddamn long. And like all his jokes are hella similar. Like he just be re-rocking them, but them shits is funny, dude. Like,
yeah, he was just out here in December.
So all his dog, that nigga he's telling a story about how he was cheating on his wife at Burger King, bro. That was the funniest shit ever.
I make it a point to listen to his show every week, not necessarily because one, if anybody goes listen to a show from this podcast, just realize I do not agree with like basically anything he fucking says on there.
I was about to ask, like, why do you want to go listen to that show?
But because these are things that like you might see people say like online, like when they're anonymous in text, but not like you see someone say with their face staring into the fucking camera.
And he be saying everything with his fucking chest.
Yeah, he stands on it. I respect
it.
Yeah, he be fucking wild. Like,
he be standing on the craziest shit.
Yeah, he'll die on his hill. I respect.
I would say he definitely seems like a nigga. You can never tell him he's wrong about anything.
Hell no,
ever.
His co-host, his name is Marcus, but it says Marcus. How his tag is, whatever. They were talking about like, I don't know, just like family issues or whatever. And I guess like Corey like has a daughter that he doesn't see or something like that. Marcus said something that sounded like he was saying like about Corey's situation, and Corey just turned the fuck up. Like you can't tell him nothing.
That nigga is funny.
Darlene sits in the middle and just be on her phone the whole entire time, quiet.
Have you ever do you have YouTube Premium, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Tony put me on it. You ever go back and listen to those I think it like Speedy's Corner. It was like when it was on Foxhole Radio. It was Jimmy Fox, Corey Holcomb, and this comedian named Speedy.
Nah.
When I had YouTube Premium for like a month, I listened to like all 80 of them episodes like 3 days while I was working. So I was having to work out. The funniest episode were like, so they got one of the dudes. I think it was a comedian named Louis Diggs, and like he came home from on tour, like comedy tour, and like his wife was like cheating on him with like a bodybuilder, and then he got like divorced, whatever. And then like, bro, they used to make fun of, like the worst situation that's ever happened in their life. They used to do that shit every episode, bro. Like, yo, they could be talking like, hey man, the the Tampa Bay just won the Super Bowl. Yeah, man, remember that nigga was fucking your wife at your crib, Lewis? Like, I'm telling you, bro. Just like every episode. And they thought like the one dude's son was gay. They're like, yo, man, dog, they was like, yo, man, your son, dog, he just came out and like, yo, I think your son gay, Lewis. He was like, why? He was like, yo, like, cause he's 19 and he's a virgin. What do you mean? Like, yo, man, you gotta. And he was talking about, yo, you gotta run trains with your sons. Like, bro, that shit.
Wait, and Jamie Foxx was on this show?
Yes.
It's hilarious because I've always heard Jamie Foxx has been on shit like this, and Foxhole Radio was hella problematic, and no one's ever mentioned it before.
Bro, like, Tonio put me on that shit. Dog, I'm telling you, go back and ever listen to any of that shit. Dog,
I feel like I remember you used to post those in the group chat hella long ago.
Dog, that shit's ridiculous.
Man. Oh my god. All right, yeah, Fox. No. You said Speedy's Corner, you called it?
Yeah, like Speedy's Comedy Corner. It was on like, I'll see if I can find that because somebody had like all the episodes on like their YouTube feed. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. Dog, some of the funniest shit ever.
Bro, I got it. Yep, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. Holy shit. All right, yeah, we in
high school years.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Dog, I'm telling you, dog, that's just probably. You go back here and talk about search, like, damn, you definitely like Jamie Foxx definitely got like way too big to be acting like this on radio. But it's like, bro, you cannot say some of this shit now. It's just crazy how different like we used to talk and all kind of shit, man.
That's why I listen to the Corey Holcomb show because it's like the shit that he's. People don't talk like that no more. Not that they probably for good reason for a lot of it, but like I'm just like I don't know. It's not necessarily challenging myself or anything, but
that nigga be talking like a smack DVD.
Yeah, you just gotta like I don't know. It's good to hear what is not being said.
Yeah, like it's
I guess.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I can't verbalize it either, but I know we on the same page. Yeah. Telekinesis, we did.
Like I know this is wrong, but I need to hear what the wrong people are saying, so I know what's going on.
You gotta watch Fox News every once in a while, and this is way funnier than that.
This is way more entertaining. Occasionally, they're with me, so
yeah, exactly.
Very rarely though.
No, man, that shit is
hilarious. Right. Blake, you wouldn't have the Popeyes chicken sandwich this week?
No. Okay. What the fuck? So I got there's two takes. One, anything y'all have heard of Bojangles?
Yeah.
Either of y'all had Bojangles?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It is the fucking promised land.
Wow.
I've heard.
I promise you. It's absolute fire. Gas. I don't know how they do it. Other thing is, if the white genocide ever happens, that's what they're scared of. They're all going to get wiped out and all that stuff. I'm saying we got to protect the people who run and build Cracker Barrel.
I knew you were going to say Cracker Barrel.
My God.
I knew you was going to say Cracker Barrel.
I know the name is off-putting. Y'all feel like you ain't welcome in there, but just DoorDash it then. DoorDash it, get a Postmates, whatever. I think you probably are.
I've heard it's delicious, though.
Gas.
I've heard it's fucking delicious.
Now, people like, yo, fuck Cracker Barrel. They say it's hella racist in there, but they're like, yo, that shit good as a bitch, though. That's what everybody says.
Fire.
All whites die except for Cracker Barrel.
Oh my God, keep them around. I don't know what they're involved in.
So now that
the race war, you got to protect them. And what was it, Jeff Hardy and Tony Hawk? That's what every black person says on the internet. those are the two people that black people always agree on. Like the race war kickoff, we're saving Tony Hawk and Jeff Hardy.
Matt Hardy's just dead.
Fuck Matt Hardy, but like now we're saving Jeff Hardy. Did you guys see when Tony Hawk and Wesley Snipes took that picture? Because they made that famous meme. Yeah, they took that picture. He knows about the meme, which is hilarious.
Were you about to ask me, Tyrell?
You've been non-vegan for what, like 2 months now?
Nah, probably like a month.
Only a month.
Nigga tried to double it.
I'm not asking, I guess, if you regret, but do you feel like, are you happy that you getting to eat all this shit that like you weren't eating before that like been hella good?
Live life with no regrets, black man.
It's like living in the South and not being able to go to like the Bojangles and you hearing everybody tell you it's hella good. Gotta be kind of depressing. I wouldn't be able to have the mental fortitude to hold up what you held up for so long.
Yeah, I mean, because I didn't necessarily feel like I was missing out or anything. And it's weird, but like I don't feel like I'm catching up now either. Because the reasons that
meat now, brother.
Sometimes I really haven't this week because I've been fucked up.
Oh, okay. But for a second there.
Yeah, well, because I was trying everything. But it's like the reasons that I was vegan, like in my mind, I wasn't missing out on anything because I didn't want any part of that.
Yeah.
And the reasons that I stopped is like it's not that I think those things are wrong or that they're not true or nothing like that. It's just like I said before, like I've basically given up on everybody. So it's kind of dark and sad and not great. But I'm just in it for myself at this point. And
now a nigga want Bojangles.
Myself and my family. Yeah, now I'll eat whatever the fuck I want to eat because like no one else is gonna stop their behavior. So the world's gonna fucking combust on itself, and that's just gonna be it.
It will, and at least you'll be well fed.
And I will have tried Bojangles and Chick-fil-A and all these other wonderful things and Cracker Barrel.
Do y'all got checkers up there and rallies?
Yeah, man. I told you I got you. You said what are they called? Big Bufords?
Big Buford.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's called the Big Buford.
That's what Rick Ross says in that movie. I forgot what movie that is. Be like, yo, go run to the stores and go get us some Big Bufords.
Oh, this is like a secret menu item. I just gotta like say it and then, man, if at the other one,
ass.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck are you ass for?
This nigga's a
you don't
nerd.
get from around here.
You get called all kind of slurs. Oh,
yeah.
Oh shit.
Who said it? Him out there, man.
Yeah, the Big Buford, big as hell.
You looked it up?
I'm looking at it. It's a big ass burger.
A burger?
Two large hand seasoned patties, top of 2 slices of cheese, caramelized onion, crispy onions, fries, 2 strips of bacon, dill pickles, ketchup.
Oh hell no!
This shit's like a Big Mac with like 80 different condiments on it.
Sir, this shit is absurd. What?
And it's funny because I don't want none of the toppings. Just give me the burger.
Oh no, it's like an ultimate cheeseburger, low key.
That's hella funny.
That's what I do miss though, and I miss like from the jump Jack in the Box, and I know it's like trash. Y'all have it all the time. They'll have it out there available all the time. Yeah. I'm saying, but that was my shit.
They've kind of gotten there's like very few Jack in the Boxes now. There's one on 6th Ave, 56. There's 2 on 56. So yeah, I feel like there's just less. Maybe I guess there's the same amount. We just don't go as much. That shit low key expensive now. You
everything's expensive
and eat for 2. It's $35.
Dog, I seen you probably seen this too because it was on my YouTube Shorts, which means it definitely was popping on TikTok. Some lady like went to go get gas, like filled up her car, went home, parked her shit, went out the next morning, the gas light was on, wouldn't start, so she had it towed to a shop, and then someone had drilled a hole into her gas tank and took all her gas.
I saw that. Nigga said you go to Costco get gas, that shit just fall out your car.
Yeah, dude. Like that's crazy.
The gas is nasty out here.
They could have been sitting on her at the gas station and just followed her home. Like, yep, we got a full one right here. I need $37 right there.
Dog, it's gotta fuck, man. Like we got shortages on all the like basic necessities. They can't get no baby formula. We ain't got no gas. It's nasty out here.
I seen them have shortages on. They had shortages on like aluminum trays, like that they put shit in at Costco. So they sent this lady home. She had a picture on the Costco subreddit, but she bought stuffed bell peppers and they were in plastic, and she didn't check or anything like that, and she just baked them in the plastic. Oh, shit. Obviously inedible at that point.
The shit that you put in your oven. Oh my god.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, like from like their deli, their take home shit. There, you like
wow.
Go and yeah.
Yeah, you would think I could just pop this motherfucker in the oven. That's crazy.
Yeah, they didn't have aluminum trays.
Shout out to a collapsing economy. My goodness.
Buy
NFTs. It'll fix everything.
Why did they start calling him Brandon?
Because somebody at a rally said they started chanting "fuck Joe Biden," and I guess the host of it thought they were saying "let's go Brandon," so they started cheering it too. So people were like, "Oh yeah, let's go Brandon" sounds like "fuck Joe Biden," but it doesn't.
Yeah, I was saying that doesn't make sense.
That fucking sucks.
Republicans aren't funny. Like
I thought they might have caught one.
No, like
garbage.
And that's why when they say it, they also follow it up by telling you that they're saying it. Like you'll see the "Let's Go Brandon" signs that also say "fuck Joe Biden" on them because they're like have to tell you what they're saying. Don't nobody else fucking.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, you guys said "fuck Donald Trump." Well, haha, we got "Let's Go Brandon," brother.
It don't hit nearly the same because we don't care that much about him like y'all cared about that man.
They say "fuck Joe Biden." I'm like, hell yeah, fuck that nigga, bro. What the hell you talking about?
He's fucking up for everybody.
I've been asking for student loans to be canceled the whole time. What are you talking about?
I really just do. I don't know. Like, Well, it's 2 hours and we don't got to get into this, but it's just strange.
Joe Biden, a lame ass nigga. That's what they will say.
Hey, is that why gas so high? Because Ukraine's getting their nose wiped still.
Say yes.
I don't think it's unrelated. Because Russia provided like all the gas for Europe, and because Russia now wants everyone to pay in rubles, which no one's going to do, and they have contracts that say that they can't do that, they basically can't get gas from Russia anymore, and they have to get it from elsewhere, which might be us. And because of that, everybody's got to pay more because there's less of it to go around.
Jim Paschke keep telling me that all the oil diggers ain't digging no more oil because they're trying to drive the prices up too.
It could also be.
She be lying.
Bro. So are they still like fucking them up or?
Yes.
No.
They're not.
Ukraine's holding their own and pushing Russia back.
Okay.
They've like in some parts they fought to Russia's border, but it's just it's on Russia to end it. It's not. Ukraine can't end an invasion of themselves.
He said wiping their nose.
No. Yeah, Russia was. They had a good punch at first, but since then, like they've been getting their asses kicked. Like
I just keep seeing they're doing nasty shit, like blowing up children's hospitals and fucking.
This is what's going on now because they're
on some Joker shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're. That's why I was agreeing with the getting the nose wipe because they're just fucking annihilating citizens.
Stop blowing up children's hospitals.
That's fucking. Sick.
They had the first Russian go to trial for like a war crime for something that happened in Ukraine.
Oh wow!
Just now, but like they've been like finding people like stuffed in trunks and like all types of shit going on over there.
I was watching I was in the lobby of like the fucking auto dealership and they're playing the news and it's showing them like rolling through some Ukrainian like side country town. There's just bodies littering the fucking streets. I'm like, yo, get this shit off the TV. It's happening right
now. Finland, I think. Today, I think agreed that they were going to join NATO or something like that.
Oh, ain't they bringing Sweden with them too? Then,
yeah, I think it's Finland and Denmark.
Oh, okay.
But because of that, Russia said they're shutting off electricity that they were giving to Finland. So it's like,
oh shit,
that was their big retaliation. But it's like even then, like Finland like has like nuclear reactors like that, so they can power themselves. It's going to take a little bit, is all. But,
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Russia really fucked themselves with this one. It's like they soured the rest of the world on them, and now like. They're entering the stages of being a failed state because they're defaulting on debt. They don't have anyone to buy their exports. They've showed their military power, which it was nothing like what they were broadcasting.
Bro, that's been the crazy part. Because like when this first started popping off, it was kind of the expectation that like other people had to step in or else like it was falling within days. And the first day of the war, people were like, oh, they made it to here, and then they got smacked the fuck up real quick, and then they had to turn around and. Now they're stuck in the mud. And like, oh, okay, got it.
I mean, in many ways, everybody did help, but it wasn't.
Just not.
Nobody else had to go in there. It's like people sent weapons. People stopped doing business with them, and people. That basically was it. We cut them off like with sanctions from like international banking and stuff like that. So it's like their money couldn't move around. They couldn't afford to keep paying for these excursions and paying their troops, and shit's gonna spiral out of control. And now they're at where they're at.
What happens? Like how does
lost like 40 generals or some shit? I don't know. Like it's
weird. Yeah, like
it ends with like a change in leadership in Russia. That's it. Until that happens though, this is probably just gonna be ongoing.
Yeah. Damn.
Fuck. Damn. Well, they need to figure that shit out, man, because gas is like $4.60 something right now.
Dog, even Costco gas is $4.30, and that's the big discount.
I'd like my wife back, please. So yeah,
that'd be ideal. That'd be cool if everybody could be reunited with their family. That'd be lit.
That'd be nice.
Man, it's not hot right now. This last week was rough, man. My pum hurts, and I just like am home by myself. Like, oh, this is fucking horrible.
Dog, being a single dad and having like the man cold, you got to take care of a baby is fucking awful.
Man, just peeing out your butt is awful.
And you can't even like, not that you would necessarily do this, but it's not like she's just on like vacation. So you can't like, man, bring your ass home, hurry up. Like she off doing some shit that's actually important.
Anything like, oh my, I just sat down. The dogs want to come back in after I just let them out. It's got to be, they're not coming in unless I open that door. So I got to get back up when I'm like sore and just fucking wrecked. Like,
lazy.
Go and do that.
Oh, quick. I know we probably getting ready to get up out of here soon, but y'all seen the Floyd fight got canceled where he's supposed to fight on the helipad?
There was a Floyd fight.
He was supposed to fight on like a helipad on the Burj Khalifa, right?
Yeah. They got canceled.
I'm astonished that it was canceled.
Yeah.
How was that ever going to work?
They were gonna get out of a helicopter on the side of the Burj Khalifa and then box.
Yeah, it was supposed to be tomorrow.
Just high winds or something? What it canceled?
I didn't realize it was supposed to be tomorrow.
Yeah, it was supposed to be tomorrow.
Maybe they realized nobody better watch it.
I was on some tech and shit. I was gonna try to watch that shit.
See if you get a ring out.
Niggas got to fight with parachutes on.
Does the Paul Phoenix spin around punch?
Jesus Christ. Is that the nigga from Let's Get Ready to Rumble?
Paul Phoenix? No, from Tekken, you fucking
nerd.
Won the King of the Iron Fist tournament 8 times.
Yeah, I forgot about him. All right, y'all got anything else you'd like to wrap up this week?
No, not really. What's it? The Charlo fights tomorrow. That's about it.
We got.
I don't care. I'm just gonna watch it.
You gonna bet on it?
No.
Y'all kind of look alike.
Did you bet on Canelo?
No. I talked Mike out of the upset on it. He hates me now, so.
I don't know why.
Did y'all catch any of the herd this week?
Oh, my bad. Oh no, I did not. Why? Did he have some good stuff on there?
Was Joy Taylor on there? Is she still on there?
This whole week was hosted by Joy Taylor with Alex Curry as the guest host.
Who the hell is Alex Curry?
He went to Europe. She's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen her on the last week's because last Friday was the last one I watched because Colin said he's going to Europe.
Oh, dude, we do. Dog, me and Tyrell are going to a WNBA game next week. Is that next week, right?
Yep, the 18th.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got press passes?
Shit, they probably only like $120.
You probably just got to ask nicely.
And $30 for a locker room access.
Hey, yeah, we're with the Critically Unfocused podcast for big listeners or big viewers of the WNBA. We can name the entire roster. Can we go to the locker room?
Show them De'Erica Hamby tweet.
That's a good point.
We shared WNBA media.
Yeah. We are WNBA affiliates at this point, basically.
Exactly.
And you can put emails.
They listen to an episode after they were permanently banned.
2-time league pass. 2-time league pass. Right here.
Blake, yeah.
He
just couldn't be here, so I'm in this.
I seen an advertisement for League Pass today that said get that shit for $2.50 a month.
You're fucking lying.
I'm dead serious. They had Liz Cambridge on the back.
And mine was like $24 or $19 or something.
Was she she's anti-African.
Did she want to go to France too?
Nah, didn't she like they was playing Nigeria or some shit like that, and she like go back to your third world country?
Shitted on her from Australia. God damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
We don't fuck with Australians for real like that. Ben Simmons kind of like that, I feel like.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons is kind of like that, too.
I don't have any reason to back that up. I just feel like he is.
No, I'm with you.
Ben Simmons looks like he's colorist.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck Ben Simmons. Fuck Liz Cambridge. That's why that bitch is
there's no fucking shot Ben Simmons likes his dad. All right, I'm ready to go.
That's why that bitch got to do OnlyFans. Ain't nobody buying that shit. That shit all on Reddit.
And none of it's good. Yeah, there's not been one good post. There's not been. Yeah. She's posted more of her feet than anything else.
Her OnlyFans in the slums. Garbage ass content.
All right, guys. Have a great episode. Bye.